Oh damn,
Hell yeah.
we in it.
To win it.
Win it to win it to win it. Yeah, shit.
You guys want to see my face?
Oh shoot. Oh, I gotta do this. Oh no, don't look at that.
Immersion.
Wait, why is
Hey.
this is lower or this is higher now?
Yeah, it seemed like it's looking at you like this. Yeah. Hey, is that basketball anime right there?
Yeah.
What's it
I think
called
they have
again?
I think they have it on Netflix now. Kuroko's basketball.
Is there another one though? Is there another one? Another basketball game that's famous? Anime?
Slam dunk, something like that.
That's not ringing a bell.
About synth bass versus regular bass.
Ah.
It's easier.
All right. Hook up the regular bass. Let me see the difference. Yeah.
Hell no, you crazy? I'm tired. It's all my energy just waiting. My energy waiting to talk to you right now.
Oh shit, man.
This is easier. I don't even know what to do on the other one. Right here, right. How about this? How about Jaws? Oh, I can't do it.
Oh, it's a triad? Triad arpeggio? Oh, it's a quad. Dun 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 dun.
I think it's a
2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2. No, what is it? I forgot which one it is. It sounds like Ninja Turtles.
Pizza time.
Yeah. Pizza time. I'll throw pizzas at you from a truck. What up, brother?
Man, I'm over here. I'm a little tired. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, same here, man. It's like midnight right now.
Yeah, 10:33. I didn't take no nap today. 7 in the morning till now. So,
How's the drive in?
man, it was alright. It was alright because I love that the Super Bowl was going on because I felt it would have been in more traffic if it wasn't. So
Did you get to see the game at all?
Nah.
Do you care to see the game at all?
Nah, like the way it is with me, man, is I grew up wanting to play football to make it out the hood so I could buy my mama a crib, I was all focused on football and shit. And then I got hurt multiple times, but not after the motorcycle accident, after the car accident, it was like I hope my whole life shifted. You know what I'm saying? Because it went from like when I was working at Ty Lopez shit, that shit made me go from consumer mindset to investor mindset, which means like it was hard for me to sit there and keep investing all my time into all of the sports teams. It's like, what do I got to show for it? Like, I could tell you all the Kobe stats. I could tell you, like, you know what I mean? It was at one point where I could tell you Barcelona stats, fucking all kind of stats, But what are them stats? What did having another stuff and stats do for me? Allocating all that energy, man, especially when we did fucking fantasy football, that made me allocate more energy towards it. And it's like, it just shifted everything because it's like this. When you are spending your time making a beat versus spending your time watching a Laker game, what can dominate profit from years later. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's like, and I went all the way to the other extreme. And now I'm at the point where I'm trying to find a balance because I understand that I can't do everything just to be productive because then that's what burnout is. Because then you're like, fuck, I'm always doing something. I'm always working. And it's like Apex is another avenue of the leisure where it's like, all right, cool. It don't feel like I'm working. Even though in a sense you're working, because what are you doing? You're exercising how you acquire new skills. That's what you're exercising. And you're doing that with the MPK that you just got. My bad, I'm spoiling.
I mean, I wasn't gonna tell anybody. Yeah, it was. I get what you're saying, but you know what? I mean, when I watch the Laker games, but I make a beat at the same time. I got it on my phone because I stream it, and then I'd be on my computer, like clicking in some stuff. But yeah, it's a balance for sure. But your life can't be about stats about other people. You got to have your own stats.
Come on. That's all I'm saying. It's like, damn, my
Yeah.
nigga, like, I knew everybody else's stats and I didn't have no stats. And I wasn't making those stats. It's like, what was dope is like, all right, so you talking about on the drive in, but on the drive out yesterday or Friday? On the drive out on Friday, I was like, I went to go look to see if the track got on all the DSPs, and it was on like YouTube and iTunes. They getting it fast lately. But the next morning it was on fucking Spotify. So I was looking at the shit and I'm like, damn, I'm almost at the point where I can like have my own shit just play for a minute and just be cool. You know what I mean? It's all me. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, what was the point that you just said? I had a point that to tie in with that.
I just asked you how your drive was. I just asked you how your drive was going in, and then you said on the drive out.
Yeah, but you just said something right now that triggered that.
Oh, you gotta have your own stats.
There you go. Yeah. So prior to 2020, I only had one stat, bright smile. And so like now when I look at the shit, even though it counts the damn Dark Days tracks as 2, so it looks like I fucking like 29 tracks of mine, even though I know those 29, 9 of those is not real because it's the same album twice, right? But that still means 20 tracks is out there. You know what I'm saying? 20 tracks. Oh shit. You're like, hell yeah, this track's gonna be out here too.
Was that me?
Yeah, you hit play on accident on something.
Didn't I not exit out of? Oh no, I thought I exited out of Logic. Crazy. Anyway, I think we're good now.
20 tracks out there that have some stats, you know what I'm saying? And we got more to go. So far to go, but
yeah, man, consistency. I guess we could talk about this. Tim, yeah, you did spoil it, but so I didn't. I this weekend I put away my machine, so I'm gonna get rid of it. No, I'm not gonna get rid of it, but
damn,
that's
escalated quickly.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna get rid of it. It's in there. I know I can do what I do with that. So I had bought this MPK. Oh, here, let me do a little. Got this right here. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's cool. It has like these. I guess you can't see, but I'll just describe it. Where we go?
Nice too.
Yeah, they're sturdy. Oh, did I mess it? Oh no, there it goes. Yeah, so yeah, it's nice. It's 49 keys. It has the drum pads on there. So I'm trying to get out of Machine because I felt Machine is putting me in a box, and Logic just frees up everything for me. Like it frees it up, not freeze like still freeze, but like freeze like free, not confined. But no, yeah, it's been working well. Like I'm able to navigate. Actually, it's not about navigating. It's about having more options with tracks. I could copy and paste a lot of stuff easy. putting in plugins, and the more effective plugins in Logic help me a lot more. It's been good though. Like, been figuring out Logic a little more. I mean, I do know the shortcuts and stuff to Logic already because that's where I edit my stuff. But I don't have to go back and then edit, back and edit, back and edit. And I could play some of the stuff. Sometimes I do want to make drums on the keys. Sometimes, yeah, the keys feel good. By the way, I know I was telling you, but they're a little weighted, they're like semi-weighted. That's the word, right?
All day, all day.
Semi-weighted, yeah. No, they're good. This is I was doing research before I bought it. I was like, what's the best MIDI controller for Logic? Yeah, this one was one of the first ones that came up, but I like that it did have faders on it. It has 8 faders and 8 knobs to where I can map them to whatever I need to map them to, just so I can have a feel of control surface and be able to. I can't whistle right now. My lips are like dry as fuck right now, and I have the heater
Come
on.
on with that custom chapstick.
Yes, man. And earlier, I was thinking about my board game that I had made, but all these ideas just started popping in my head about it. I was like, where are these coming from? Like, and then I started thinking about it. And I was like, oh, shoot. I'm going to make my Insta for it pretty soon. I need to, because I need to put this out. I have these ideas for it. It just seems dope. Like, I was like, I need to share this with people. I want people to play it. So,
one step at a time is all it takes, brother.
Yeah. And this is what it's teaching me. This is what producer thought it's teaching me. Actually, I had talked to Christian Thompson, aka GLK, aka Chris.
GLK Chris, episode 16, y'all.
Episode 16. He was on there. He's like, yeah, man, the guy that made Tim cry.
Oh, man, he so did, man. He could always say that, man. That fool got me, man. It's funny too, cause like I know this shit is 1080p, but like if niggas fucking zoomed in after he said that shit, and like I'm trying to hold my eyes straight, my shit's
No, it's all good. It was a good story. I mean, it was a good like heartfelt story and shit. So, I did talk to him. I introduced. Actually, I sent him an invite to Clubhouse. After I told him about Clubhouse, he was like, man, he's like, this is what I need. He's like, that's a dope ass that's a dope platform to hear a bunch of stuff. Unfortunately, it's only for Apple users, right? iPhone users right now?
iOS. At least as far as I know. I got some little janky ass app, but I don't think it's the real Clubhouse because I don't think it is.
I sent you an invite. Did you get that text?
Just send me that, yeah. But
it didn't
link. Like some iPhone looking shit. Like, look at this logo. This. Damn it! Is
I don't see Gerald.
Yeah, I know.
Gerald's field.
But like, it just has like a hand like this on it.
No, that's not it. It shows a guy like this from the side.
Delete this shit out of here.
Yeah, Clubhouse. It's dope. Yeah, so I was talking to Chris about it, and he was just like saying, and I was telling him about what we do, like having an accountability partner. He was like, he named some of the people around him. He was like, man, he's like, there's people there, but they're like, oh, I'm waiting till inspiration hits me, and then I'll do, yeah. I was like, look, he's not, they're not on the same page as I am, and all this stuff. He was like, confessing to me or whatever, or telling me. I was like, look, man. I was like, I'll be your accountability partner. Yeah. Like, me and Tim will do it. He's like, come on. I was like, come on the podcast, or talk about what you need to talk about. Actually, I think I was supposed to call him today, but I don't know if see if he's awake. Actually, here, let's see if I can. If I do this, it's gonna hit that 45 minutes on the Zoom.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Cause then y'all both can give us the rundown on how y'all results came back. Tell y'all both had some plan. I was gonna jack the plan too. And I'm
we both.
I didn't. Yeah, I was finna.
No, I remember. I think we were talking about.
You told
me
about like on Apex, I think, the other day.
Yeah.
But then when I seen it, I was like, "Oh shit, he did!" But that's what it reminded me of the pod. It was like, man, he said it, then he did it, like But everybody else who don't know what's up, just seen something come out the blue, like, and I'm
Yeah,
like, I was privy to the knowledge, and I'm like, dang, I need to jock this shit, and I'm like,
do it. Me and him have more what's it called, friends, like that you know, that we know equally, I guess. I mean, he probably knows more people, but I'm just saying, like, we have like
mutual friends.
we have a lot of mutuals. So I mean, I don't think we have a lot of mutuals too, but not as much as me and Kristen. Yeah. So if you do it, it's fine. Okay. Well, even if it was, who cares? Like, hey, did Ed and Chris do that, or what are
Yeah,
they doing?
and I would have said, yeah, I jocked them. Like, look, you can see they
But I,
post.
but I told you first. I
Huh?
told you first, though.
Hey, but
I
y'all
told you.
both did it. I don't give a fuck. Like, it's different from telling and doing. And when I seen it done, I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
because I was excited to see. And plus, and this is my fault too. Like, I was gonna post yesterday. I was gonna post yesterday on it, and I was like, I was gonna do it under the producer thoughts one, so it could look like it's, you know what I'm
Hey, man, it's fine.
saying. But I was sitting there, and I like, then I glanced at some of the other ones. I'm like, man, I don't want to say what everybody else saying. Like, let me see, like, what can I say that it is something, because this is, I had to reread the question. It said that that I'm good at, right? It's like, name
Oh
three
yeah.
things.
So me and Chris, we were talking about it. When we were doing it, well, I was telling him about it. He was like, "Let's do it right now." I was like, "All right." I was like, "All right, hold on. Let me go use the restroom real quick." I go use the restroom and I come back. This one's taking this cheesy ass fucking picture on its phone. I was like, "Bro, I can see you." I can see you. He's over there cheese
You
on
doing
you.
this three?
I was like, not only was he trying to get the three, he's trying to get three females too,
Smile.
probably looking at
Yeah.
trying to get that old McDonald's
Yeah, I
smile. He's
see.
like,
Look about it fine. Look at
he's like, look at me. I'm available.
where your mama at? Yeah.
You and your mama.
Talking to Paris for your juice. Man.
No, all right, so yeah, he was doing that. I was like, all right, cool. So I took my three. I mean, I did my three picture, whatever. And of course, we chose the best one out of how many pictures, whatever we took. And then we did it. And when we were talking about, I was like, all right, we got to write what we're going to post. And then whenever you have, just send it to me and then I'll post it. He's like, all right, I'm going to put the black guy doing this, waving high. I was like, all right, cool. I'll put the Asian guy doing this, waving high, the little emoji.
Oh, dig it.
I was like, cool. So I'll put the Asian guy, you put the black guy. And then, and then what's called,
This should sound like Rush Hour.
yeah, we changed. I on mine says name three things you know that I'm good at. His is you think I'm good at or something like that. It wasn't no. I think it was like more along the lines of thing. It's on here, but I'm just gonna paraphrase, I guess. Um, but yeah,
And so this is what I was gonna text, and it was gonna be long as fuck. So instead of saying like, oh, he know how to make beats, he's a father, and he's a b-boy, I'm like, what's the essence of all that? You know what I mean? And when I was looking at it, like, what came to me was like the ability to figure shit out. And when you really want to do some shit, you do that shit to the honey, and you will figure it out. It don't matter what it is. Like, if I say Ed, and I wouldn't have to say Ed, you would already say that within yourself. Whatever that thing is within yourself, like, oh, I need to learn head spins. Boom. Oh, I need to learn this. Like, it doesn't matter what that thing is. It's like, boom. That's what I know, because it doesn't matter what it was. You didn't use Logic 9. Fucking inventory. Because this is what I was looking at you from inventory perspective too. And I'm like, dang, why did everybody like Ed, right? When it came to inventory? Because what do you expect in inventory? Motherfuckers got truck, right? And that's why I was like, it's any task. Like, it wasn't like, oh, Ed can only do this. It's like, all right, truck comes, boom. And that's why I said, I was looking at him like, it ain't just, because it's that essence that's within you exemplifies itself in each category. I'm sure you still do that same shit within being a pharmacy tech. You know what I mean? Like, oh, put you in an unfamiliar territory. You haven't done it before. You can figure it out. and then you can still do it to a good ass fucking ability. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
something I
no, that's
know. That's
true.
something I know that you're good at.
Thank you. Thank you. No, it's true. Yeah. Dang. Inventory. It's not just
Right?
one thing. Yeah, because I don't want to be good at one thing. I want to be good at everything.
But that same ability carries through all disciplines.
Yeah. Because if you're only good at one thing, you're useless in other stuff. So, like, why would you want to just be good at one thing? I want to be useful in all aspects. Yeah. I get that. I'm waiting for you to say the Gemini shit, man. I'm waiting for you to say that.
Because he put the Gemini, baby.
Gems and Gemini.
Yeah, dude. Fucking nah, man. Like, hey, even though, but think about that too. Like, because even though we want to do everything, it's still certain shit that we're dope at. Because think about it. You got a bass, and then you just got this MPK, right? But you didn't go get a flute. You didn't get a saxophone. You know what I'm saying? You didn't get a motherfucking harmonica,
I don't
right?
want to play the harmonica.
But that's what'd you just say? Hold on,
I
what?
don't want to play. I don't want to play.
You say
He's
you
like,
don't.
oh,
You say you don't.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't want to
That's
play.
what I'm saying. See, we want to do a lot of shit, but we don't want to do all the shit. You know, we want
Yeah,
to do a lot of shit. So they like we get stereotyped as we just want to do all the shit and we're never going to finish shit. But it's like, no, we
finish
don't want to
it.
do all the shit. We do finish shit. We don't want to
Yeah,
do all the shit. We just want to do a lot of shit. You
yeah.
know?
Because there's a lot of stuff that we like. I like a lot of stuff. Like I know Shanae, every time she like, she's like, she gets mad. Well, she doesn't get mad, but she's like, man, I need to find out something. I need to get something, right? Because I'm spending money like buying a bunch of shit. Like, I need to get something. I was like, well, what do you like? Like, I don't
Balance it
care
out.
if you buy. Yeah, I don't care if you buy stuff. Or I was like, it's me. I just like a lot of stuff. She's like, yeah, that's right. She's like, dang. She's like, what do I like? And I was like, I don't know. What do you like? Like, you
And
know what
that's
I like? I show it. Like, and of course, I got music. So there's all this shit that I got to buy for it with music. And I got that ruckus. I want to fix the ruckus. I want to get my fixie bike back again because I gave it to Chris. I gave my old fixie bike to Chris actually. And I gave it to him. So I want another fixie bike. And I found out, and I have a VR already. So I found out there's this app that you could put with the VR on the bike, on a stationary bike that you could hook up like these things, and you could ride virtually
crazy.
on the bike and get it. You lean like that. And I was looking it up today. I was like, oh, that's dope.
Crazy.
And on top of that, what else I got to do? There's a bunch of shit. I
You
don't
don't
know.
dance no more, but that was a part of it heavy at one point.
I kind of want to practice again. The feeling is different. Now that I stopped doing that, I don't feel so outgoing anymore. Like, I feel like I'm just like, I'm tired. I want to. I keep thinking about it. Like, I kind of want to just like put some music on and go to the garage and just lay on the floor for a little bit and see what happens. That's what I used to do. It's just, I'm like, all right, let me step a little bit and then I'll just lay down there. And then the music will go, and I'm just like, I'll try flipping over on my front, but then I have to build my muscle back because muscle memory's there, but it's not.
It just ain't spruced out, you know.
Yeah, no.
Gotta put some oil on it. Put some oil.
I just see Chocolate Boy on the side of your thing.
Who?
Chocolate Boy from Hey Arnold on your back of your thing.
Who's Chocolate Boy?
Chocolate Boy from Hey Arnold.
Oh,
he's right there. He's on your
right here.
He's on your back here.
Yeah. Dude right here. I don't
You
remember
remember
Chocolate Boy.
You remember that there was an episode where he like snuck into the chocolate factory field trip, and he would just like going crack bananas over the shit. He's like, chocolate. And then there's a whole episode where they made him kick his habit of eating chocolate, and they put him on the gum. But then he got addicted to gum. He was just chewing the gum. It's like, damn. And then after a while, at the end of the thing, they said, well, it's okay in moderation, like chocolate. But if that's drugs, I don't know what they're talking about. It's okay in moderation. You do drugs in moderation. It depends on what drug.
Man. Well,
Because if it's the marijuana, then I guess once in a while or whatever is okay,
Yeah,
or
hey,
whatever.
whatever your drug of choice is,
Once in
I
a while of like heroin is not okay,
nah, not that, not that. I'm definitely not down with that.
or what is it? Freaking meth. Like that's
And
not
I'm not
okay.
down with that either. I'm not down with that. I'm not down with the crack, meth,
Crack, meth.
heroin,
Yeah,
none of the black tar, all that kind of bullshit like that. But
yeah.
I am down with the things that make you see other things. I'm down with that shit. I will eat me a shroom burger in a heartbeat, brother. What you mean?
You're like acid.
Oh, I've done it one time, but shrooms though. Shrooms is more. I can use the word tolerable because at least the amounts that I've taken, like acid, was you you can tolerate it, but you can't control it. Shall I say? I feel
Uh,
with shrooms you can control it more. Like you can control if you're gonna be tripping more. I feel like ever since I started this whole journey of like doing drugs in general, because I was straight edge as fuck. Like I didn't even have that word
I
until I
remember.
came to the desert. Right? I was just
I
known as
remember.
like, in the hood, you're just known as like a square, not straight edge. So when you come to the desert and they're like straight edge, you're like, huh? What the fuck is that? It's like,
That's an
okay,
old term, bro. Oh,
what, a square?
straight edge is like square. Not well, like if people didn't know what straight edge means, it means you ain't no curve. Yeah, it means you don't curve into anything else. You just down that. Yeah,
And
but
nobody
I'm
ever
saying,
explained it either.
oh, nobody knew what straight, or you didn't know what
I
straight edge
didn't
was.
know. I came up there and people,
Oh,
when they figured out, like, when you start talking to people at work and then they know how your lifestyle is, because they're, oh, you do this? Nah. Like, damn, do you
oh,
straight edge? The only, besides you cussing, everything else about you is straight edge. And I'm like, the fuck is that? The motherfuckers who got the X's on this shit. I'm like,
yeah, of course I'm straight.
that's what, yeah. It's like, hey, you want to go night night, nigga? You want to go night
I'll fight you.
night?
It's a
Right.
different time.
But like, I used to think there was the X's on the hands was correlated with straight edge. Oh,
Oh, it's just because you're young.
it's because you're young, they couldn't drink, not because you couldn't drink because you didn't want to drink.
Oh,
You
so you went
couldn't
to the club. You
drink.
said, "Hey, can I get some X's, please?"
No, because I'm straight edge.
Straight edge. I'm not doing all this bullshit. Yeah,
I'm all the coconuts like, what up, man? Hey, I'm straight edge, man. I'm chilling.
no,
Fuck.
dude got the X's. How come I can't get the X?
Right? I should have these exes. But yeah,
He's like,
nah.
"Get the hell in the club.
Just get your ass in here, motherfucker.
I got time for your bullshit."
Damn drink. Yeah. But nah, dude. When you first start doing drugs, you realize like you're gonna be tripping because you never done it before. And then like after you you go back and do it again and you you have more control. When I first started smoking weed, I was the typical stoner man, like laughing at everything. And I still laugh at shit, but like there becomes like when you become a like career smoker versus a regular, just I dibble dabble, it comes to a
Social,
point, huh?
like a social smoker.
Yeah, social smoker, because you don't have a tolerance, right? Since it's that every once in a while, just like how this whole conversation started off, it's good to do it every once in a while, because every once in a while you get that whole brand new experience because you don't got the tolerance. But that whole brand new experience makes you be brand new with the laughing, the giggles, that whole brand new. And so after a while, when you do it, you finally get to a point where you can be normal but high still. Like you don't have to be goofy
Yeah,
high. Like you can still have all the different experiences of all your emotions, but still be high. That's the part I like. And then so that's how it was with shrooms. Only did the acid one time, the LSD. And the thing that's funny about that is that what made me more intrigued to try it was an episode of Mad Men.
I don't watch Mad Men, so you can go
Okay.
ahead.
Yeah. So in this episode
I
of
haven't.
Mad Men, and Mad Men is based in the 20s, like old school. Everybody smokes cigarettes, marketing cigarettes, and all that kind of bullshit. But they, one dude, was he with the mistress at the time? This dude named Roger. Like back in those days, niggas was cheating on they shits forever, right? But anyway, they went to this hotel and they fucking did the acid. And when I was on the acid, they was tripping individually and then they tripped together. Like they trips went into each other. Like which was crazy.
Intertwined.
Yes. Cause this fool was tripping off like a fucking baseball game or some shit. And then her trip was something else, but then they had him in his mind and then both tripping together. And I was like, nigga, is that what it's like? Like you know, they did
You
that. And when I
play this
really did
video
it,
game?
dude, when I did it, it ain't like that. But yeah, you can trip with other people too, because it's like brain coherence. But like versus shrooms, right? Shrooms more it was like visual effect. All right, hey, I see light trails, that kind of shit. But the acid was like, okay, I see light trails, but like I see universe. I see, you know what? You know how when they show you like in a 3D makeup, like you know how you see the double helix of a DNA coil, right?
Yeah.
But imagine the other 3D fixture of that when they show you this is an atom, the pure atom, and they show you the atom at its most core fucking molecular structure, and then it has the other little Saturn ring going around that, and another one, and another one, and then like it's moving all of this kind of thing, and you could
Yeah.
see like it's self-contained, but it's combusting at the same time. When you look out, when you don't ask him, you look out at the fucking sky. The sky looks like water, but the stars, you see way more stars than what you ever see. And it's all combusting. You can see the different, like, you know how when the fucking Mac goes on screensaver and it does that little with the
The
different
wavy
colors?
shit.
Yes, it does that. Then when you look at the sky and you see that, when you look at people, you're going to see that same combustion thing in them. I saw that thing in Ray. I saw it in all kind of people. I saw it in the dog. I'm like, hold up. Is this what they mean when we're all connected? Like we're all energy? Like, because if we all got the same combustion fucking thing inside of us, and that's out in the universe when you go look at the shit, and we all got it inside of us. And then I saw the grid, I saw all kind of shit. And it's just, but while I was looking at all this, right, the fucking lights came and hugged me. The lights came and hugged me. You look out at the sky and you see the water moving and all this shit, and you like, what the fuck is this? It was like, I felt unconditional love. I cried. Yeah, it was deep. I had a whole crazy experience. But the thing that was funny about it was when I had that, it felt like when I was getting that hug, it was like you're a drop in the ocean. Meaning that you just one little, take a little drop route, bloop, and the ocean is the ocean. But at the same time, you're that one insignificant drop in the ocean. Bloop. That's the ocean is the ocean. But you are the ocean. So yeah, you're that small insignificant drop in this whole scheme of things. But you're so connected to the thing that you are that you are the whole thing anyway.
I get what you're saying.
You know? You're that and you're that. You're the smallest thing and you're the whole thing. Because your small thing goes into the whole thing, which makes you a part of the whole thing. So that means you're the whole thing.
But you're meshed.
You're
It's not
meshed
like
into the whole thing.
it's not one or the other. It's both.
Yes.
Damn. I know. I had a homie I went to school with. He was just telling me he dropped some LSD in Long Beach, and he was at some park or something like that. He was like, "Man, it's the most magical time I've ever had in my life." As he was smoking a blunt with me in the car. Well, I wasn't smoking in the car at the time. I think
He was just cheap.
I might have took a hit. I don't know. I forgot. Anyway, I was in there, and then yeah, he was just telling me about all these. Like, yeah, you see these lights. It wasn't LSD. It was either LSD or acid, something like that. Acid. I think it was acid.
Same thing. Same
Same
thing.
thing.
Street terms versus I forgot even what LSD stands
I
for. I
thought
can't even
I
say
thought it
the
was
words
built
now.
differently. Is it not built differently? I don't know. Anyway,
Anyway,
no.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, he was just telling me it was like, oh my god, but he didn't go into depth or anything like that. He was just telling me like everything was like painted, and he was just like freaking smiling and shit with his
Ain't
friend.
it? Yeah, dude. Like I was looking at, you know what a Pacifico beer logo looks like, right?
Yeah.
The yellow with the fucking buoy on there or whatever, the light thing. That shit just looked like it was moving. So while I was sitting there, I was like, man, like I'm telling the homies and they tripping off me, right? Because like not everybody's tripping at the same time. which I don't kind of like. Which you know why you shouldn't do that, right? Some safety reasons for everybody, so somebody can save, you know. But at the same time, like you be like, damn, nigga, hold up, nigga, I'm tripping because I ain't never did this before, and they
Yeah.
laughing at how I'm reacting because I'm like, nigga, did you see this shit? And I'm thinking that they seeing what I'm seeing, not knowing that it was individual to them. They like, nah, nigga, like you in your own motherfucking thing. And I'm like, but don't y'all see this fucking grid right here? It's multicolored. And like, I'm trying to describe, like I was trying to document me being a sober person in the transition. What am I feeling through the transition? I was trying to be like the researcher, and so I can like actually articulate what's taking place. All right, nigga, I'm going from the shit's tripping, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Let's see what's happening
So we
now.
can
Oh, damn.
understand this shit better, because you gonna come out of it. But at least if we can get some data while we was in there, it's gonna help us when we come out of it. You know, that's the main thing I just got out of that shit was that man, we just all connected. Shit
That's
is
deep
not
though.
what.
No, the lights hugging you. I get it. I get that. That's crazy.
That shit is
Significantly to you. You know what I'm saying? I think to anybody though. I mean, but you specifically.
man. Homegirl, when I was telling the homegirl about it, because I'm thinking everybody's seeing what I'm seeing, and she's like tripping off me. I'm looking at all the paintings. You know, the homie got some paintings that the other homie did them on some other kind of drug. And when you've seen them under some other drug, you're kind of looking at it like, all right, I fucks with it. But you're on another drug. When you're on another psychedelic too, then you can understand what he was seeing when he did it. Because you never seen these paintings until you're under that influence. It's like, damn, all right, homie, you're dope. Because I can really see I can truly see what you're doing now. Because if I would have seen it, like I already thought these was dope, but when you add motion without moving to it, and if that's what you was seeing when you nigga, you dope as fuck. Fuck. Um, I like I definitely don't do it. That was like 2020. 2 years ago now.
2021. 2021.
Dang, so 3 years ago. 3 years ago. But yeah, this is what the homegirl told me. I was like, damn, you see all the lights and all this shit. She said, you're just seeing all the stuff that you knew was there the whole time, fool. Damn. Damn. She said, you always felt it. You always knew it was there, but now you get to see it. Shit. And so it makes you think, right? Okay, if these drugs are making a chemical reaction happen inside my brain, right? To make me become hyper aware, to make me start seeing and hallucinating, right? These different experiences, right? And being able to see different things on different spectrums that I normally can't see under normal conditions. When we think about what light spectrum is and sound spectrum is, right? Human hearing is only from 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. Sight is only from fucking whatever to fucking not infrared. We don't got infrared sight. We don't got night vision, all right? But that should exist. We don't got thermal, right? But that should exist. And so
Yeah.
there's a whole band of visual spectrum that we can't see normally, and a whole band of auditorial spectrum that we can't hear normally. Yet, when our brain get tweaked a little bit,
Overclocked.
yeah, we got overclocked, nigga, cooling system
Overclocked.
and everything.
Yeah.
Overclock your, and that's the thing. It's like, okay, so if your brain is moving this fast, because the thing that's crazy about it is when I was on the trip, your brain is moving hyper fast. Like if you have 65,000 thoughts a day regularly, imagine if your shit is just moving that much faster, that everything you look at is moving because everything is moving that fast. You're not necessarily moving, but everything is moving that fast because on the inside of you it's moving that fast. And I went in the bathroom. I was looking at myself tripping, right? I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm looking at my reflection of myself in my pupil, right? Then I'm looking and then I can see my reflection of myself inside my pupil, inside my pupil, inside my
Oh,
pupil, inside
that
my
that
pupil.
infinite. Yeah, the
Yeah.
infinite look.
And in one of them, I just seen myself go. And but I was still just staring like this in the mirror, like this.
Dang.
And I was like, oh, I'm tripping. I'm tripping, dude.
That's
If
one of the
that
few.
dude in the mirror moved and I'm still sitting here looking like this, what the fuck is going on?
Unless it was like an after image or something.
Right, I know, like ghost in effect, like old school TVs.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Hey, sorry, man. You piqued my interest about the fucking drug shit, man.
Nah,
Because
hey, man.
it still affects the music, man. Like motherfucking ASAP Rocky made a track about LSD. Motherfucking somebody else just made tracks. Even what's it called on his album on the Shaman King? He says some shit about it. And I'm like, see, it ain't just me, because you notice this is what one of the dudes from work said one time. He said, once you do acid, lines are just not straight anymore. And I was like, what the fuck do you mean by that, man? He was like, you'll look at a line and it's a straight line, but it's really not. And I'm looking at him like, what the fuck does that mean? He's like, I, he couldn't articulate it. But
Now you
I
know.
understand what he means now, because your whole reality gets bent. Like your whole fabric of what you believe reality is like that veil gets removed. Like, nah, nigga, you thought this was reality the whole time. Ah, surprise, bitch. Like, uh, you seen Full Metal Alchemist?
Yeah.
So you know the part where they go to like that part where it's like that place where the thing talk to you with no face, and they go into
Yeah.
that one space, that white space. It's like that. It's like, oh nigga, you thought this was reality? Ah, you in this white space. In this white space, you create whatever you like. You know what I mean? And there's a grid, and there's fucking like you know what I'm saying. And so when you come back out, it's like, okay, this is what he means. Lines are not that straight because when you're moving so fast, everything moves. But then this is why, if you go back to Nikola Tesla, I think Tesla was one of the people that was trying to get motherfuckers to use, because they used to use LSD back in the day for medicine and shit. And it really can cure motherfuckers shit, like deep trauma shit, right?
Yeah.
Because basically, just like shrooms, right? When people microdose with shrooms, the best analogy they gave was like this. So everything of your trauma memories are like grooves, like you know when people ski down a mountain and you see they trail left.
Yeah.
So, and then every time you keep going down there, you make the grooves deeper, right? So, if whatever your past traumas is, all you do is replay those. And then when you deal with things in life that trigger those things, you fucking go back into that mode of wherever it was
No.
when you first
True.
initially got that trauma. When you do shrooms or LSD or anything like that, basically what it does is it's like you got fresh snow put over the thing, over the trails, over those grooves that you put in. Now you get to redirect new trails. So you can erase those traumas and replace those with the healthy versions of what the fuck you need in your life, versus still replaying the same story that's going to keep replaying your life and giving you the same results that you always been getting in life, you know?
Yeah. Dang.
I don't know why we got off all into that shit, but yeah, man, thank you.
Producer thoughts.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Because everybody that has went over there and taking that ride is, you notice the way they make music. You can hear it. Like you, because even that, like it was a skit towards the end. He was like, "Oh man, let's go pick up these shrooms," and I'm like, "See, like I knew it was like you know what I mean." Because I feel that you wouldn't. I don't know. Was I making more spacey shit before that? I wasn't making as spacey shit before that. I
You
was
should
still
really.
yeah,
You
it's
should.
really spacey.
You said the way you talk about it sounds like everybody else that talks about when they do it. Or
Oh, so you got other stories?
not me. I mean, not.
Yeah,
I've
other
never.
stories of other people doing it, and it sounds
Yeah.
similar to what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Not acid, but or LSD, whatever. Both. But like shrooms. Yeah. Everybody has like similar stories. Yeah. I was like, oh, crazy.
You don't got to do it at all, but yeah, crazy to trip off good subject matter. Man, I miss festivals. It's good to do it in those kind of environment, but responsible, because just that's what we was talking about, doing shit once in a while. Like shit, last time I went to a festival, probably last time I did some shrooms, so 2010.
Yeah.
So yeah, but weed, yeah, I smoke weed a lot, you know. But yeah, other shit, it's like, yeah, we once in a blue moon with that shit. Like the fucking ecstasy, Molly, that kind of shit. That's dope if you just want to dance your ass off, man. Talk about getting hype. Fuck. But and then feeling everything that feels good. Everything feels good. Everything feels good. Stroke the furry walls for real. But besides that, man, the best feeling is body movement. I feel whether you're doing exercising, dancing real hard, anything that brings your heart rate up, and then you gotta fucking like come down from that. I feel that's like one of the dopest feelings.
Yeah. Y- you know, so the natural, so everything that like those drugs do, they are they're already in us for us to create, and it's through flow state. So those reactions are one part like weed or whatever like LSD does for you, or weed, or let's say antidepressants or something like that. All those are like already, all those chemicals are already in us already, and they're all of it is one in flow state, right? So I think when people take those, they want that specific part that it comes with through flow state, but just maximize because it's potent, right? I learned something. I was in Finding Superman or something like that. That's when I read it on there, and and then it was saying that so every time like getting that rush, that feeling, is just trying to recreate flow state, and it's for a maximized amount of time too. So once they get a drug that maximizes like flow state, I might be down.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying, man. Yeah, besides chewing your fucking jaw for you. But yeah, and that's the thing too, homie. Think about this, Ed. I had to start earlier today. You can confirm this for me.
All right.
So normally when I roll up, like I'm bumping music and then the time flies by fast. But I was rolling up a different kind of way. What I noticed was, do you feel that when you are around Shanae, that time moves slower?
Depends on the environment and what we're doing. Depends on the actions. But yeah, I've gotten to where it's like that. Like we were just having, like we were present, and when you're present, that's when time stands still. But that's love too. So
Oh, crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hey, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I had that thought the other day, and I like this song by Cut Copy. It's called Time Stands Still. Time stands still when I look at you. But that was, thank you. I needed that other piece right there. You said it. When you're present, yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
And I don't be present when I'm just bumping my music rolling through, because then I'm just trying to make sure I get it.
Yeah, it's hard to be present sometimes, especially if you have goals and stuff that you want to do. So you're always thinking ahead. I try to think about that now. I try to make myself enjoy the moment. Like today, um, I took my daughter out to go help me move the car, but instead of like buckling her in, I made her drive. You know how you take your kid out to drive, right? Or like
Yeah, I do. I sure do, man. I'm with you though, man. I'm with you.
you know what I'm saying. All right, so
Like you
yeah,
got her
all
on
right,
your lap and then you showing her the
right,
shit. Yeah, yeah,
yeah. So I got her on my lap, and then we took a trip around the block. But that was the most present time I had in a long time. So it was cool, like that kind of thing. Or like, yeah, and today, like today was my most present day, like my most present time, like I've had where I'm here, like rather than thinking ahead or thinking in the past or something like that.
yeah.
Because yeah, it had to do it. And my kids saved me from. They're the ones who did it for me. So
Mm.
it was one time. Yeah, we were. I had like these foam swords I had made for Dominic, and just so we could fight each other and stuff, right? And yeah, I'm a big ass kid too, so
Yeah, that's all I was like, yeah, dude, that's
yeah,
dope. Yeah, I made some foam swords so we could fight. Like, dude,
yeah,
that's so dope.
yeah, I made foam swords so we could fight. All right, so well, just some context to that. Like, I don't want to be like I want to work out, and I want to be young for my kids so I could play with them. I don't want to be this fat out of shape dude and old like with a young kid and like not being able to crouch down or something. You know what I mean? Or being on your knees or something
Or
like that.
fucking do like the meme. Take your kid to work day, Tom Brady Mahomes.
I didn't see the meme. I didn't see them. I didn't see them. I didn't see that meme.
You didn't see that meme yet?
Uh-uh.
Man, I thought you synced it. Tom Brady Mahomes. Bring your kid to work day.
Uh-uh.
Oh God, dog, man, it was floating around the internets already.
The internet is
Already. Tom Brady memes. Dang.
There's a whole bunch right now. I seen that the one him and Thanos because he got all those rings.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's the one with the rings all in front. Yeah, there's another one where it says like, "Bring your kid to work day." I get my hoes on top of his shit.
On top of his shoulder. That's funny.
That shit right here. But they got the words that say like, "Bring your fucking kid to work day." Okay.
Dude, it's messed up.
That's fucked up. It's like I was like, I didn't watch the game, but I guess he sunned them. If they saying it like that.
Yeah, he did. It was a blowout, but dude, it was a blowout. Yeah. They just couldn't. I don't really watch football that much, but I know damn well what happens in sports when some shit like that happens. It's like, come on, like they couldn't get it together.
They could get it together.
But yeah, so what's it called? Yeah, I had these foam swords, and like it was cool. It was cool to just have them like running around and like giving the sword to my daughter. Like, hey, go get Dominic, go get him. And you just like running around like that, fucking swinging it at him and shit.
That's dope.
Yeah, but that was cool. It was one of the. Yeah, it was that time. I thought about it when it was happening. So I was like, wow, I'm present right now. This is cool. And then the other time too, I think it helped me, and that's when get her in the car and did that. I did that thing too. And don't worry, everybody, I didn't like freaking go like 60 to like 100 miles an hour or something like that around the block. Like, don't give me.
Yeah, you don't got nothing in the car seat. Yeah, you know that kind of shit. I know.
Yeah, BS. No, she was in my lap. We going like 5 miles an hour. It was a nice time around the block
with her dad, straight up.
Yeah.
I made a post on my artist account in the stories where it was like the little baby. It was like, look at what she's staring at, and she's just looking like. And then it's just looking at the daddy, right? And it was like, oh, she looking at the daddy. Then they go back and she looking, and then she go like this, and then he go like this, and you just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, and all I put in the caption because it was like what you were saying that time. I was like, dude, your presence is a part of that providing factor, and I love that you said that because like that part right there, other fathers need to hear that. Like I like he had it in his verse. He said, I wrote this with my son next to me, my gun next to me. And I was looking at it from like entendres, like son of a gun and shit like that. But I'm like, dude, at the end of the day, it's a black dude who's there for his fucking kid, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a win within itself, my nigga. Like, come on.
Hey, I take that as like business and business responsibilities and father responsibility. I mean, it's a gun, but it's rap. So, gun could be in business, like taking care of your business kind of thing.
I was looking at the protecting aspect, like,
and that too, yeah. It could be a lot of meanings. See, man, people they listen to rap and they're just like, oh, this is some violent shit, blah blah blah. They smart people don't do that, or like it's dumb, like it's dumb. Like, no, there's a lot of shit that goes into it.
Yeah, there's some thought behind this motherfucker.
There's some thought behind a lot of it.
So the people that write, there's thought behind it.
Yeah.
What more thought, John? Thought behind people that's just saying shit. But I'm just saying the people that write.
And there are some that doesn't mean anything. But still. Don't dumb our culture down. Don't dumb these people.
Please don't dumb it down, man, because motherfuckers want to act loco, hit them with numerous shots from the fofo. Like, come on, man. That ain't even no motherfucking the dopest line, but I'm saying like I was
Logic
thinking of
and
that girl I sent you, Tierra Whack, I guess her name is.
oh
I don't
yeah,
even want to call her Whack. I'm like, I want to call her Tierra Dope. Cause she was
yeah,
coming off on the motherfucking tracks, man.
yeah. Everything was good. I know. I was like, damn, who's that? Tim, you just came across her or what?
So the homie Demetrius. Remember was Demetrius there when you was working
I
this
know
way?
Demetrius. Yeah, I know. He wasn't there when I was there, but I know Demetrius because he used to hang out with Mitchell.
Oh, crazy. Yeah, he was at the party. Demetrius was at the party with Mitchell in that picture.
What party? The party
Two parties
was
at the crib. I think you was at both of them anyway, right?
probably
Yeah,
the big ones.
yeah.
I'm sure I was there at the big one.
Yeah.
You can't miss a party in the
Demetrius was there with Mitchell.
Oh yeah, probably yeah. Because I think we were talking about
Chris
it
was
before.
there too.
Yeah, Chris was there. Yeah, I think Chris was the one that took our picture.
Oh shit, that could have been it. Yeah, I was letting Chris run around my camera.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey
Yeah,
nigga, you know what to do with this. I just got it.
You said, yeah, man. He's like, shoot. Yeah, I remember that. You came out your room. We were waiting by the kitchen, that room by the kitchen. Or is it by the kitchen?
In the room by
There's a room somewhere over there. I remember it.
As, when you leave from the hallway, there's Justin's room. But
I just remember Ray and this girl, and she was just on him, and then he didn't do nothing or something like that. But it was like in the middle of the party though, so he had time. But everybody was like getting on him for like, hey, what you doing? Like, like she was giving him the business, and then yeah, that was funny.
when it's in the middle, you got time unless they leave.
Yeah, y'all, you guys are funny, bro. I like hanging out with y'all a lot. I do. Every time you guys, if I had the chance to hang out with you guys, I always did. Because I know I had all the shit I had to do before, but like when it came time, I was like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna go chill with y'all. It's always fun. Yeah, it's always fun. You guys just saying some off the wall shit.
Hey, we living
off
life.
The wall, on the wall,
off the wall, living off the wall. Man, we was just having some good times, man. Yeah, you was there for a minute. If you've been to the big parties and you've been to the Luna House for that party, and I've probably been to like 4 to 5 parties at the Luna House, but I know you was at one of them guaranteed. And it's like, dang. A lot of partying, homie. Huh?
No, I was just thinking because I mean, at that time, I was going to a lot of house parties up in the high desert. Some that got shot up. Some, there was always police breaking it up, but there will always be another party right after.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man. They possibly could have been dangerous. But you know what it is, man? You know what it is? I realized going to like white parties, there's no like no police break it up. No police breaks that up most of the time. They come by.
Oh, you mean break it up?
I mean, they do say something.
You mean break it up like there's no more party going on?
Like end it.
End it. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. They don't end white parties. They come and inspect, in my opinion, because all them white parties I've been to where these fools is running around with the damn all that shit I was telling you about, doing keg stands and all kinds of shit. And I'm just like, motherfuckers all on the lawn. Police. And now I think about it, most of them white parties I went to, police always showed up. And this is
they
what
showed up, but they didn't end it though.
This is what happened. Boom, because they came to the Luna House one time, and they walked in. Everybody like it was all like scattered and shit. Like, so we hear them downstairs. Hey guys, we're just hearing that little noise complaint. You guys can keep it down. Oh yeah, we'll keep it down. They fucking leave.
Sorry,
music right back up.
Yeah, or what they do, they say, "Oh, just try not to stay outside and go inside."
Yeah. Just okay. You guys can stay inside. Yeah. And then boom, and then people end up back outside. And yeah.
Other parties that I've been to that aren't of the nature, they go like this. It's like, get out, everybody, get out. Stop this.
You got to go. Yeah.
Like, damn. He's like, and then they turn, hey man, everybody has to go. Like,
yeah. See,
Meet up at 8 p.m. All right, cool.
look, see, look. And that's the thing too. I bet the feeling is that we were still within our same rights in both scenarios. But due to the leniency, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be
Yeah,
lenient and we will release our power if we don't know it. They will exploit our ignorance and they will be lenient with theirs. Oh, that's deep. You know what I noticed too, man? Like, because remember, I remember you asked this last year. You said, I think it wasn't about Trump being in there, but you were saying like, do you like that everything happened the way it happened? Like as far as like people who's racist or some shit like that, like for how the racist people are.
oh yeah, that yeah. Like since Trump was in there, then everybody
Was comfortable being
open,
outwardly racist
yeah, outly, yeah, exactly. You
instead of
said yes.
sneak dissing racist. And I was like, yeah, because I'd rather know who the fuck you is. Especially because this is the thing I trip off of too, is like there's some motherfuckers that know me that ain't cool with me, but they just want to say that they know me. You know?
Like me. No, I'm just kidding. Sad. That's messed up.
What? Nah, not like
I was like, yeah, I'll be taking advantage
you
of everybody.
stupid. But like, nah, cause we really cool. I'm saying motherfuckers
Yeah.
that's on the outskirts that we really ain't cool. Y'all, we ain't never been to Denny's and never stayed on the parking lot till 2 a.m. talking about whatever kind of shit. But you're gonna be that person on the sideline where you be like, oh, that guy Tim Greathouse is famous. Remember he was in Workaholics and all this fucking shit. And he's a producer now. Oh, I know that guy. That's all it's for. I know him. It's not like, oh, I was cool and I helped him or he's helped me. Like it was no mutual exchange. It's just that I know him. And I'm like, dang, that's whack. Cause I try to help everybody I come in contact with in my life on some real shit. And they may not like it, but still, I try to help everybody I come in contact with.
You try to do your best.
And it's like, but it ain't the fact that I want to say, oh, I helped you. I don't even want motherfuckers to know I helped you. I just want you to feel the help and do the best you can be. And it's like, that's whack that motherfuckers just want to know you, not to be genuinely cool with you, but just to know you so they can tell people that they know you. That's whack as fuck.
It's like those people that give money to homeless people and record it. That's how I feel like it. I hate that shit, man. Oh, just like why do you got to record that and then film the guy? Like I feel like that feels so shitty every time I watch those videos.
And I know what you mean. I understand the other flip side of the coin too, though.
Yeah, I understand that. I do understand that.
The flip side of the coin is this: is it's going to inspire other motherfuckers who can or who maybe want to
Awareness.
to do it. That awareness of, dang, they did that. I can do that. Just that. And if one person did it, then we already helped because that's one extra person that got help that wouldn't have got help because they didn't see that person who did it. And I know I'm with you on the other end. It's like, if you're doing a good deed from your heart, then the shit don't need to be recorded. Like, motherfuckers wouldn't know the shit would happen with Brandon with his shit unless Brandon told people. You know what I mean? Otherwise, everybody else that was there for the shit. And it was just like, all right, cool, man, you good. And it's like, but
there's ways to go about it.
Yeah.
There's ways to go about it, right? Like, you could just be like, oh, I helped some people out, blah, blah, blah. You could just, instead of just showing somebody. It's not the same effect.
I don't agree.
It's not the same effect.
Nope. Why? And the reason why I say this is because remember how we were talking about earlier, like how we do this shit, right? You just made 4 beats with your new device, right? Think of, and man, that's why I be trying to give you the shit in your face so you can commend yourself, because the thing that our problem is we be thinking this shit is normal. This shit is not normal. Shit is not normal. Not normal to have all these many different interests, to follow through on shit, to put yourself out there, to like, you know what I mean? That shit ain't
not normal.
You said it last week. You said it last week. You said it. I got a podcast. You got a podcast. Your mama got a podcast. Everybody got a podcast. And at the end of the day, you say that. Thank you. Thank you. No, they don't. I was watching a thing the other day. I forgot whose live it was. And they said, it was Dorian. He said, Y'all motherfuckers need to quit. I love when people make that video. It's a video that's going to trigger people off rip, but it's necessary. It's just like how you saying there's way that goes about it. The video that tells people you need to quit your dreams and fucking go get a regular job that pisses everybody off when they hear it is a story or is a good ass video that most people need to hear. Why? Because when he finished the sentence, he said, because I was watching that video and I was gonna repost it to my story and I didn't. And all I was gonna say was, if you can get through the first 5 minutes of this and not feel like he's talking about you, then good shit. Keep doing what the fuck you doing. But if you're watching this first 5 minutes and you feel attacked, you should listen to the advice because it's real shit. And in those first 5 minutes, he's going in. And the only reason why you will feel guilty is if you haven't been putting in the work. Because all he's pointing out is nigga, you just got to be a student of the game. What did you say that you was doing when you wanted to make different kind of beats? You went and researched motherfuckers making different kind of beats. Then he was like, oh shit, I'm watching all these different kind of beats and I'm hearing Scooby Snack. I already heard this before. They talking about, top plugin. Hold up, what? Oh, let me fuck with it. Oh, my shit come on. Hey man, hold up, man. You know about Gross Beat? Huh? What you talking about? Oh, I heard of it. But, hey man, what'd you do to get that sound up? And really, and it's like, but
Rhythmizer, yeah, and Rhythmizer.
Come on. What was my point? I was on.
Well, we're talking about how you disagreed about the visual and just reading about it, telling something a certain way. Then you went into talking about how everybody's not doing it. It's not the normal. It's not normal.
Yeah. So quit your dreams. Like, oh, you guys are making music. You want to be a producer. You want to be a rapper. Quit your fucking dreams. Why? Because you're fucking lazy. You're lazy as shit. He said, those people out there, oh yeah, you say you're going to start your podcast, huh? Oh, and it's been 6 months and you only have 2 episodes of your podcast. And I was like, oh shit.
Not us. We do this shit every week.
Baby. You know? And I'm like, dude, he said, oh yeah, y'all started in the beginning and y'all fell off and oh yeah, they don't really have none. He's like, oh, and I'm like, hold up, but that's not just with the podcast. We got our own. We do this shit every week. That's 2.
Yeah, I've been lagging. But yes, we do. We do have it. We do have it. I had to figure some stuff out. So, season 2 is about to come in and I'm going to work on my shit. Let me do that.
Work out the kinks.
I'm a human being. Gosh, man.
Oh, but that's the best part about that's why I just came with my latest track. Go fuck with me, y'all. It's called On Track. I hit y'all with right back on track. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, I wish I had the organ right there. Go ahead.
But when you have a track and you get off track, it's easier to get back on track because there's a track that exists.
Yeah.
And so what I was going to say is 95% of people are the population. We know this from working at Best Buy. That 95% of the population act like this. Act like, say like, talk like this. And even still, if some of them are producers, creatives, artists, blah, blah, they still have to fight through the propaganda programming that we all got hit with. That's going to make us be procrastinators, senioritis, all this kind of fucking, think about them terms, my nigga, like all the things that, and then the stuff that we learned in high school, all the shit that don't make us actually be successful and thriving, like this entrepreneur lifestyle that we're living, right, is to build generational wealth. It's to build wealth for your family immediately, and then to make sure that Dominic and Jocelyn's kids can have some cheese. So get with it, get
yeah.
And when you're doing stuff like that, everybody else who's content with, just like how you said it, when you got out to Austin, what happened? Hey, what do you do after work? What did 95% of people at work say?
Let's go home, watch TV, unwind. Yeah.
Not chasing no dreams, not putting in no work on their craft, not mastering their craft, not expressing themselves, not knowing what they love. So earlier when you said, I know what I like, that motherfuckers got to go back and start at that. Who are you?
It took a long time. It takes a long time to figure that shit out. And some people don't care to care about what they like. They don't.
Most
But then most people don't know to look for stuff like that though.
because
They
of the
don't they,
programming we've been through.
like, well, yeah, what do you like? That's such an easy question, but it's such a hard question too.
Yeah, ain't it?
Yeah,
Paradox. Such
it
an
is.
easy question, but such a hard question.
That's a lot of them, man. There's a lot of shit that's been easy questions, hard answers. Easy
But
question, hard answer.
but that reminds me of everything that I like in challenge, right? Street Fighter is a game that's easy to pick up but hard to master. Golf, easy to pick up, hard to master. Bowling, easy to pick up, hard to master. I can't say music was easy to pick up. It's hard to master, but it definitely ain't easy to pick up. Like my first beats, I feel like my first 300 beats was trash. Fucking
Yeah, I can say that too.
uh I don't even think b-boying is easy to pick up and hard to master because it still take me a minute to get like a top rock right, a fucking six step in the CC. Like even though that's fundamentals and basics, like to get it to look right, in my opinion, I feel it needs to look right, not just do it right, but like it needs to look right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what's crazy too with that is that doesn't even matter too.
Damn.
I mean, it
Levels to
matters.
this shit.
Yeah, it matters, but gives a shit. It's you, like you know what I mean.
What you mean, like as far as not looking right?
It's you, yeah, because it only doesn't look right because you have something to compare it to, like somebody that you've been watching. I mean, yeah, you have to do that movement, but your movement is different. So
But like I mean like where you hit. You know what I mean? Like when you land the move and you can hit it a certain way. And it's like that I feel when you hit it a certain way that what equates to looking right. Like you could top rock,
see,
but
that's
there's
crazy.
go ahead.
That's crazy too, because people don't think like that either. You're just saying all the shit. You're saying all of it.
What you
Yeah,
mean?
because people don't think about like that. Like people just think about doing the CC. Like we'll just say CC, right?
Yeah.
People just think about doing it. Some people don't think about it, like hitting it. Like yeah, you hit it on beat or whatever, right?
Yeah, but like
People,
it hits a certain way.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, people don't think like that. People are just like, oh, do it, make sure it hits, and then move on. And
Crazy.
that's what makes your style. Is your decision that, well, even of a flip of a coin, if you have two types of decisions to go to, one of them you do it, one of them you don't, and then that's what makes it look that way. Crazy, right? It's like where you put your hands when you CC. Do you use your hands when you CC?
Exactly. All that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Because
where's your
I've
head
done it and
moving
I'm
from?
like, yeah.
Like, where's your eyes looking at? Like,
Yeah,
what's your
thank you.
mouth doing? Like,
Come
you know what I mean?
on. That's all a part of hitting it. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean by looking right. It's
Yeah.
like, I'm not saying like when people do air flares, everybody's air flares look different. You know what I'm saying? But it hits different when
Well, technical. I'm like, well, I mean, power moves can be like kind of, yeah. I don't know. I couldn't do an air flare. Who am I to talk about this shit? I wasn't like professional or anything like that, but I know for sure, like everybody has their own style.
Everybody has their own style.
And it depends on how you do it.
Okay, this is what it is. The more practice, you can tell, we always can tell someone who's doing a move that they've practiced over and over.
Yes.
How about that?
Yes. I'll agree to that for sure. Because you can tell, yeah, because I get what you're saying about like, oh, it takes a while to pick up the top and then it picks up a while to do like the footwork and stuff. Like, yeah, you can definitely tell who's been practicing their stuff.
You look different when you go out and do that. like when you know somebody, like, all right, go out there, Ed, and then you see there's your head has to get touched at one point. I've seen it with most of y'all.
when y'all about to go out there, and that's who's the homie that came out here insert coins? Cyrus.
Cyrus, yeah,
Cyrus will touch his head too. Like y'all, it's at a certain point where y'all going because like even when you watch Chris and Chris is about to hit the ground, you know when Chris is about to hit the ground. It's a certain move that he does. If you've been watching him after a while, right?
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Just
because
step back.
and then he gets into it, right? But that's the way he hits, and you can tell because that's a routine. You can tell that this was something that he's already practiced, and it's like that's how you know it's going. And there's that certain level of confidence of I'm not jumping into something that I've barely done or I don't know how to do. It's like, nah, nigga, this is when I do this. This is when I do this because this is what I do.
Right. Touching heads.
Hey, there's a certain part where y'all.
Yeah. When you go like that, you're looking for people that like I don't see anybody. Like that's what that shit means.
Oh, like to scope the scene to make sure that when you about to bust your move, you ain't finna hit nobody.
Yeah. So when you look, no, not that. You just look to see if anybody's there, like opponent wise. Like I don't see shit.
Oh, that's like y'all niggas is calling niggas out on the low.
Well, see, that's what when people do stuff like that. Like some people don't know stuff like that. That's why their favorite b-boy does that shit. Like there's ways. Like I remember taking this class, like this not class. Well, it is kind of a class. It was like a workshop with the dude with Poe One, and he talks about like when you enter a cipher and you're like the cipher etiquette, and he's just talking about when you're topping. He's all keep your posture up. He's like keep your posture up when you're going in there. He's all chin up. He's like what is he saying? He was saying he's like when you're topping. He's like you make sure you go up to each corner like this. Wow, like, you let him know. Like he's like you got to make sure you go in there. You let him know that you're in there, right? He's on everything you do. Think about it like somebody's taking a picture of you. Like, every move that you do, he's like you don't want to be caught up like this. Right, like all goofy and stuff. He's like, you gotta,
yeah, with the style, with the swag on it, shit,
whatever, just, what I'm saying, whatever. Do it, as long as it's photo worthy or something, like it has to end with a period, bah, bah, bah. Or even during. So you want to look cool during, and like, yeah, that's what he was saying. So I was like, man, take that shit with us in regular life. You let them know. You let them know. You step up like, hey. Make beats for rappers.
You know what I'm saying? Facts, though. Dang. Yeah, thank you for that breakdown, brother. Look, I'm over there telling you my outside perspective. Like, y'all niggas touch y'all.
Yeah, right?
I've seen y'all do it so many times.
There's different gestures that just, they mean certain things that people don't really know about. Like, there's this move called the W, like, where you go like this, and you, like, kind of bend backwards. And it's like you almost touch your ankles. I mean, some people do touch their ankles. Like, you ever see people do that and their knees go out?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they go out. Yeah, they touch the ground behind them, but their knees are still out, and they're like laying on their ankles are like right here on the ground, like this, but the hands go back. So the W means whack.
Oh shit! And you're talking about whatever set they just performed.
Whatever they performed or whoever they're going against, and they point that shit at you, Connie whack.
Okay. What's normally the counter reaction to that?
Oh, whatever. Like you go in and you just outdo them. Like that's just
you just let your work speak for itself. So because this is what I was tripping off of with teabagging and Street Fighter, right? Like teabagging is to say, oh nigga, you whack. I'm teabagging you, nigga, you whack. And then it's like, I'm not the teabag type. I'm just gonna go back and then just whoop on you. And then it's like, teabag him back, Tim. And it's like, nah, nigga, like, I whooped on him. Like, what else do I need to do, my nigga? Like,
yeah, what's the extras? Exactly. And there's people like that too. I mean, there's different gestures to that stuff. Like, I personally don't know the answer to it, like specifically an answer to that besides just like smoking them. You know what I mean? Like, it's freaking just killing them or whatever. And then, but yeah, just certain things like that. I think that stuff is cool. That's like hidden in the dance that nobody really knows about the shit. It's just like,
I said, there's levels to this shit, homie.
Like, there is.
We need b-boy commentary.
people that know b-boy that commentate. You can't have
That's
these
what I'm
ABD
saying.
people that ABDC and shit. Like, you remember that, like America's Best Dance Crew and stuff
Yeah,
like
that's Mario Lopez, man. He don't know shit.
the Roger Rabbit and shit.
No. But just like because that's how we do in a Street Fighter. Like, we don't like commentators that don't play the game. Because then you really
Yeah,
don't know
why
what the
would
fuck's
you?
up.
Yeah, why would you like that? Yeah, like, oh, and he hits him with a punch. Like,
Well, nah, like this is the thing. Like, since commentators in fighting games, like you got a Mortal Kombat commentator or Soul Calibur or Marvel or
whatever
DBZ,
fighting game though, that's the other
right?
one.
And so if they got a main another other game, we don't like when you main something else and then you come over to our shit and you're talking about whatever it is. And we don't like that in any of them too. Like, if you're a Smash player, we don't want you MK. Don't come over here. And I don't even like Smash, but I wouldn't want no MK unless you were Smash nigga on the low, Hey. But
If you know your shit though,
if you know your shit,
make it
that's
known that you know your shit, that kind of thing, right?
But if you're a dilettante, if you're a fucking rookie, we don't want you talking. And that's what I'm saying. Like, because this is what like when you said that, I'm like, fuck, that's that whole layer that people don't understand. I'm considered a casual b-boy or a casual b-boy fan, right? And so when we watch our casual fans in the Street Fighter realm, it's like they explain shit. They'll be like, oh, well, this is Meter and he did this and this is with the footsie, because we're trying to let the people know that other layer that's happening, that they don't understand what the fuck's going on. And why we saying ooh and ah right there, like that shit mean whack. Oh, I didn't even know that. I thought he just went on his ankles and shit. Nah. Look at it because of this. You know what I mean? Ooh, look at him. He's asserting his dominance in the fucking shit. Look, he went to each corner. Like oh, he's searching to see it. Like, you know what I mean? If we got that knowledge, it's like, damn, you enjoy it more. And that's what they say. Like, no girl really likes to watch football. Why? Because they don't understand what the fuck going on. Y'all just getting the ball and everybody getting their thing. It's like, but then once they start, so hold up, that means that. And then what if they? And then they be more than that shit than your ass, because now they understand what the fuck going on.
Yeah, girls be in that shit for real. No, it's true. Yeah, the levels to that shit is dope. I do
appreciate it more. I can tell you miss the way you thought about it.
I do. It's cool. Like, I talked to like Jarrell and everybody. Something like, man, like the b-boy scene is whack. Like, it's so whack now. And like, I was like, why? He's like, you ever been to he's all the jams? Like, we used to go to the b-boy jams, the events. He's all, it's not like when we were younger. I was like, how? Like, how so? He's like, the energy's not there. Everybody's like pretty much copying each other because of the internet, I think too. And then he just said the energy. I think I brought that up to him, and he was just like, he's all, it's not that. He's all, it's not just that. He's like, that too, but he's all, it's others. Like, it don't feel right. I was like, oh, and he said that he's all, it's not just like how we would have, like, if there was like local jams, right? And then those local people would always go to those, right? And no outsiders would go, really. Maybe one or two, whatever. But it would just be those people there, like people from California or something like that. Everybody like from California would be at those big jams. And it was consistent with them. Yeah, no outsiders would go most of the time.
Those shoobies.
Yeah. But it would be that California scene though, rather than like how there's like a Miami scene, a New York scene, whatever, Texas b-boys, that kind of thing. It would just be there. But I mean, I guess I understand what he was saying. But I mean, I haven't been to a jam or whatever in like 10 years probably. It's been like 10 years. I haven't actually broke for real like in like 10 years.
2010? 2011?
2011, 2010, 2011. Yeah, 2011 last time.
Damn.
And it seemed like, and for people that know me, it seems like I still do it.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it and I'm like, if you say 2010, 2011, and I'm like, dude, I left the Victorville store in 2012. And I know you left there prior to that, obviously. So it's like, dang.
Yeah, 2009.
Fuck, I mean, shit in a minute. And that's why I'm over here saying, like, dude, just make that 5-step video.
I know, you're telling me. I was like, man, that was like a decade ago. Like, I don't know if I should do that.
I think you should. Look like the game you're giving us right now, man. Like, and the thing is this is my thing, though, Ed. So my depression, right? And like, obviously with the pandemic and shit, there's a lot of motherfuckers with depression, right? because your life paradigm had to shift to something that you wasn't accustomed to, that you may not necessarily even like. But then you got to go back and figure out what you like, because I had to figure out what I liked and what was constant in my life, which was music and games. And then it was like, okay, well, how can I do this? And then boom, oh, let's make tracks and shit. But it's like, at the end of the day, no matter what it is, just like the 72-year-old dude that makes trap beats, he said, I didn't know what I was doing. He said, I feel a lot of older people should try something like this. And if it's not this, then just get you something that you can do. And even if you're bad at it, you'll get better. But it's something good to focus on. And that's the main thing. Like, if you can give the intro to b-boying for somebody and just make it easy and digestible to where they can understand, like, who's to know? Like that, that video? This is hip hop. That girl with the fucking
she only went viral because
of how corny it is.
Bullshit. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But imagine if it went viral because it's actually legitimate knowledge. Hey, this dude b-boy, boom, boom. He give you the basic shit. I can understand. It's like Tree Village or whatever the fuck. I learned b-boying off of Tree Village, whatever that thing was called. Something Village, Expert Village.
You looked it up?
Yeah, dude. I was at home.
I didn't know that.
Oh, I thought I told you.
I thought you were just going off of what we were, of our sessions.
Fucking Gemini, man. I'm a Gemini, man. I'm just gonna throw myself all the way into it. After I fucking you tell me the shit with the sessions, I went and looked up how to top rock. And then I found like some black dude on Expert Village or whatever, something kind of village. He's wearing a blue shirt.
Expert Village. I heard of that before. Yeah.
There you go. He was wearing a dark blue shirt, a black dude, and he showed you how to fucking top rock, helicopter, right? Because you bring your helicopter around, then you could do it to the CC. I was learning all kind of little shit on my home, nigga, and I'm just practicing at home on the carpet, just fucking doing my motherfucking 6-step, and I'm like, because I was watching him, and you're right, yeah. I felt it didn't look right because I'm watching him do it, and I know I'm doing it, and it ain't doing this, But then I got to a point where I know I'm doing it. It just don't look like his shit. But it's like, okay, well, what is the difference that I'm doing that don't make it look like his shit? And like, this is where the nuances come in. It's certain leans, like
posture.
Yes, it's posture that will give you a different flair to the move. Like, you don't even think about that because at first you're just trying to do the move. But then when you start doing it, you're like, oh, hold up. But if I do it like this, because dude, that helicopter, you want the helicopter to come around like the way it feel like, you know what I mean? You don't want it to feel like you're just doing a halfway ass helicopter. You know what I mean? You want that bitch to come. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I get what you're saying. That was my problem. I couldn't keep my ass off the floor. And I was like, I gotta like fuck the air or some shit. I forgot what somebody said that to
some
me.
Analogy to say
you're gonna fuck the air. And when you're doing it, I was like, what? I was like, just tell me to keep my butt off the ground. Like, what are you talking about? You're so vulgar for it, bro.
Give you something you can relate.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, bro. But I do miss that'd be dope. I honestly tried to find some b-boys out here, but I didn't know who to ask. So I was asking like some younger cats, like, hey, do you dance? You know where people dance at? Like, what do you mean? I was like, you fucking dance. Like, nobody knows how to dance. He's like, maybe at the college. I was like, oh, I don't know. I was like, oh, okay. You know anybody that breaks? You got to know somebody that breaks. Like, you have to know somebody. And just a little bit even, like, nobody said shit to me. I was like, damn. Went on Facebook, see if I could find some groups. There's some groups in Austin. There's like nobody in San Antonio. And some of the freaking dope, like some of the dopest b-boys are from in San Antonio. And I was like, oh shit, where can I find them? I don't see anybody. I'm like, like those dope people, like they moved. And then I don't know. There has to be a scene somewhere where they're breaking. If I can be breaking in freaking Victorville in 2004, 5, and 6, there has to be somebody breaking in a garage somewhere over here. Like,
if you build it, they will come.
I'm not doing that. I got a family. I'm not young no more. It's everybody come in my garage.
Look, no. But see, that's what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
trust these people.
Look, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Look at my idea that I heard earlier today because I've been putting all these like legends up, trying to represent Black History Month and show my musical inspirations and shit. And like, I'm gonna have to do a Don Cornelius one itself because it's like, yeah, I'm showing people on Soul Train, but Don Cornelius is kind of like is the host. The reason why I say peace, love, and chicken grease is because he said love, peace, and soul, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm bringing up.
I didn't know Affion Crockett was a dancer before. Anyway, go ahead.
Right? Yeah. He was on the Apollo too. Um, I forgot what I was saying. I forgot what the point was.
What were you talking about?
The other day will come. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was thinking about making a digital Soul Train, right? Like with green screens, and then like make it look like everybody's in the Soul Train line. You know what I'm saying? Or make it look like everybody's in space dancing.
Green screen.
Yeah, but like, and then like,
My bad.
like
Sorry,
digital Soul Train. You know what I'm saying? Because like when you look at those virtual sets, they just got green screen spots available for people acting like they sitting on the chairs and like we're sitting at the desk talking to these people. And I'm like, when I was watching the Soul Train thing and everybody was dancing, I'm like, well, if that Rhapsody thing was Young Guru and they was all making a digital experience like what we was already trying to talk about, then what if we did make it to where it was like Soul Train and everybody could be in there?
All they need is a green screen and some lights, maybe. Yeah. We could sell a kit for it too. You want to be on our
little ready-made kit? Boom.
Yeah, ready-made kit for you to just dance in front of with a little bit of lights.
Because the thing that we did at Coachella, that they got at Coachella is called the Silent Disco. This is like,
oh, that's dope. Oh, you ever seen those silent concerts? So, concert. You know who Snarky Puppy is?
I've heard the first name though.
The jazz band.
Snarky
jazz band. Snarky Puppy.
I've heard Snarky though. I've heard that word.
So Snarky Puppy. This is the first time I was at the studio. I was at the studio in Pasadena, and some of the clientele, they were watching this video of Snarky Puppy. But this is jazz, a bunch of jazz musicians, and just going off on the keys and shit and drums and all that. There's just like a whole bunch of them, like, and everybody's in there with headphones on. And what's dope about that is that I think each station or wherever the headphones were at had its own little mixer, so you can control the way you listen to it, I think. Or yeah, I think that's how it was. But they just had a whole bunch of headphones. I always wanted to do a listening party like this for one of my albums after I've seen that video. But everybody has headphones on. And these guys are playing on the keys, but you know, if you want to get up, you just take it off and you go. You know what I mean? But everybody's on there like, woo, they're going crazy. Here, I'll try to send the video to you. But yes, like silent discos, man. I've always wanted to do a listening party with headphones only.
Silent listening party.
A silent listening party.
That'd be dope.
You can control your mix based, you know, and because it's not just in a live, like just speakers bumping and it's all muffled and stuff. This could be the most clarity that you can get, the most honest feedback, like the most clearest feedback from everybody. So I got excited about it because I really want to do it. And when we get that space in Vegas, we're gonna do that shit.
That shit is dope.
So then I thought about too, you could rent headphones or even buy headphones. Well, with the pandemic now, they could have to bring their own headphones or something like that.
Own shit, but gonna provide the experience.
Or we now
look, these niggas got headphones on behind us.
Yeah, Gerald. I don't know who the guy on the right is or left to you. The old man.
I think that's the old ass man. Like that ain't the old ass man though.
The grandfather?
That ain't him.
That's not him.
He's too young to be him.
Yeah, Steely Phil. Chinese checkers champion. Steely Phil.
Hey, back in my day.
Hey, short man.
Yeah. Hey, thank you, man. This girl said that shit to me today, man. I was walking up, fucking got the food and shit. And she's like, "Hey, I like your shirt." I don't. What am I supposed to say to that? Just thank you, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, if you want to, like, yeah, or you can say thank you. Who's your favorite character?
See.
And then they go up to you and they're going to be like, "Well, I'm not sexually attracted to my husband." You're gonna be like, "What?
What?
What did you say?" She's like, "Oh, I like Tommy from." Oh my god! No. She's gonna say, "I like Gerald from here." That's what she's gonna say. I really like Gerald.
Oh shit! You know, it was just something about Gerald. I was walking around looking like a snack.
Oh my god!
Yo, hey, real shit, yo, Trip. Hey, what did you think when you saw that video? I said, yo.
That was freaking crazy. See?
You saw how close the car was, and you see how far Burlington
far
go
away
back.
it was. Yeah. Dude. I was trying to think. Like maybe she works there and she has to park far. You know?
No fucking no.
That's far though.
Dude, that's far. If you work, think about this. Because I thought about that too. I'm like, oh, maybe you work there. This is the two scenarios I thought that could make sense. Is one, oh, you're trying to lose weight and you're parking far on purpose every place you go so you can walk. Two, you work here. That? Thank you, everybody, because motherfuckers is lazy. 95% of motherfuckers is lazy. So nobody's really going to stick to that, right?
Right.
Second thing. You work there and the employees can't park in the first rows of the place, blah, blah. Understand it. But you're a female that works there. No female that works there. And this is afternoon time, right? Wasn't it afternoon when I sent that shit? So that means if you're going to work there, that means you're going to close. Who's going to get off and close and walk all the way over there? If you work there, you're going to go to the other end, at least be on that side because it's still adjacent to the shit. So I'm like, it didn't make sense to me, man. It still don't. Come on. That don't make no sense.
But how did she know that you were there though? Like
I was posted and roasted and toasted. You know what I'm saying?
You was outside, like you were sitting outside your car? Or?
I was in the car, posted, roasted, and toasted. You may see a chimney come out the car, but I'm just sitting there posted, toasted, and roasted, you know? And then she just came up, and I'm like, she ain't gonna come park right here. Because I'm sitting there she ain't gonna come park right here.
Was it a brand new car? I forgot if it was a new car.
It was a like probably 5-6 year old Altima. And I'm like, is she just trying to bang Nissan gang with a nigga? Like, because back when I had my SI, I noticed, other SIs always went, hey, SI gang nigga, like, you know what I mean? Even Type R's are coming around, you're like, hey, my nigga, like, we Honda though, we Honda. Like, we
gotta stick together.
Yeah. And so I'm like, maybe she just trying to bang Nissan gang, but I'm like, that don't make no sense. Because then this is the next thing. So when she got the whip, and I'm like, she ain't gonna park all the way over here. Right. So she fucking parked. I'm like, what? Because, I'm black. Most of the time when people see black people, they're like, oh, no. Walk away. It's black guys. Ah! At least this is my experience in life. I walk by this dude with his dog. As soon as he seen me coming, come on, Pebbles, come on. I'm like, you bitch ass old ass nigga. Ain't nobody want you or your dog. What the fuck? But he just wanted to get away. And I'm like, dang, people who ain't been around black people always make it out. But anyway, so she gets out the car and I'm like, I just do my respectful look. I don't do the gawk look or nothing. And I was just like, And then like, she's doing the things that girls do to want to make sure that you see them. Like, because even earlier this morning, another situation. I go up into this place, girl walking her dog, bop, bop. She was paying attention to her own shit. I'm bumping up. Things was going right, then they went left. That's what I'm bumping, right? Oh, bloom, 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 bloom. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just getting it in. I'm coming around the block. She walking the dog. Me doing my thing in my zone. Now she looking with her dog. Now she at the corner.
Switching.
Doing all it. Yeah. So I go to get the shit. I'm coming to get out the shit. And why did it seem like, it kind of felt like when I was on set where you're like, all right, action. He's coming out. Action. All right, now walk by. I'm like, bitch, you could have been. I've been in this motherfucker for 10 minutes. You could have been left from the corner. You was at the corner, and now you just so happen to walk by. So you could just so walk by right by me when I'm walking by this shit, right? And then like she let the dog linger, right? You know when a motherfucker letting their dog linger, so you could do the like, you know what I mean? And I'm just like,
yeah,
I see you, but
they did that shit.
I know
they did that shit out here before too. My bad. Go ahead.
Why? What you mean they did it out there before with the dog and everything?
No, well, not to that extent, but like me and my brother-in-law and my nephew was outside, and like these girls come out the house, like these young girls, like somewhere across the street or something like that. They come out the house, they looking over at us, right, and then they get into the car and they start bumping loud music and they drive by all fast. So like I was like, hey, slow. This is a residential area. Like slow down. You know what I mean? Like okay, like you want us to look at you. I get it. Like all right, whatever. But yeah, same shit. But I get that. Yeah, you over there. Like I think. Yeah, I do that when I'm working, and sometimes like there'll be like some pretty girl or something like walk by, like because I work in front of a window sometimes where the computer's at, so I'm typing, and like there'll just be some girls there, but then they'll look at me, I'll look at them like that, right? Like I look at them, they know that I see them, and I'll just go back to my work. And then I look back up, they over there like switching, bro. Like they switching. It's like crazy.
Extra hard.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, that's nice, but yeah, that's funny. It's also funny.
It's hilarious to me.
Hilarious. Like, dang, look at you. Like, come on.
Extra read all about it. And I'm just like, and I know the difference now. Oh, and trip off this, man. I used to think, right? This is how you just know based off your mind frame. I used to think it was my beard that was preventing me from getting like my level of
things.
Yeah, my level of things to come into the vicinity and for me to have my success rate. And all I needed to change was one thing. And that's a damn shame because I'm still the same nigga.
Is it?
I only had to change one thing. Well, 1.5 things. Because I do got my swag walk back. I lost my swag walk, you know what I mean? Because I was all down in the dumps and depressed and like not liking my life and shit like that.
You know, low shoulders.
Yeah, I was all like, you know, Eeyore, like just a male version of Eeyore. Now, yeah, I do walk like even though my neck still be hurting, I'm fucking chest back, you know what I mean? Shoulder blades.
Just do that. You got to do that stretch where you
go. Dude, did you see the video of the shit? Like, man, and then also with this in the back, and then with the yeah.
I learned how to stretch those for b-boy. Because it hurts. Like, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. There's these different stretches that you just automatically do after a while because the way your body moves. And ain't nobody teach me to stretch like that. I just know that it stretches that part. Like, I was like, oh, that's funny. It's funny that things just happen like that. Anyway, yeah, go ahead, my brother. I apologize.
Nah, that's cool, man. Because b-boying has like this is. I don't know, man. I think these older women should b-boy, b-girl.
I agree.
Because it's better than consuming some media that's going to make you be all negative at life. Like, if you just see yourself incrementally improving, and if a girl like, dude, I follow this girl. I follow a lot of girls that do shit like this girl that skates, and like she showed the first time she was doing her first kick flips and her first time hitting some stairs. And it's like, I like seeing that shit, dude. It's dope. And she fall and she still get back up and bust her head like, and I'm like, yeah, I know it's like falling off the shit. And then you still and then when you finally hit it, it's like, yeah, like, yeah. And so, like, my sister's crocheted, right, which is a different version of sewing, right? But when I think about talents and gifts, from where do girls put their energy towards to build themselves up? It's like, well, what the fuck? Shopping. The pandemic showed that y'all niggas can't shop forever, my nigga.
Women, y'all. Yes, they can. Amazon, Target.
Yeah. But not the shopping that they was doing. I'm talking about
because they can switch. They can switch in the shopping malls.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's all a part of it. Look at this. If shopping, because look, when you ask a girl, hey, what do you like to do? Instead of saying this shit like what we're talking about, well, I like to b-boy, I like to make music. When you talk about things that you create, if you ask one of these, that's why I don't really like LA chicks. depending on what kind of LA chick she is. What do you like to do? I like to go shopping. That's
Yeah.
that's their thing. Oh, what's your love language? Receiving gifts. Like,
And they throw their shoulder this way too while they're answering the shit.
receiving gifts.
Receiving
Yeah.
gifts, shopping,
Yeah.
necklaces.
But all those things that you get in the ego boost when you fucking shopping. And I mean, the way they did shopping when they went shopping is kind of like why they eat ice cream after they finish their period kind of shit. That kind of, it's that comfort food, comfort shopping. You know?
Yeah, I shop for comfort, but
Okay.
I go on Z Sounds though.
Okay. Hey, admit that shit. Admit it. But like,
And let me go
ahead.
my man, go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Yeah, right before I just saying that women, the pandemic shown that they couldn't get those same things fulfilled the way they used to shop. Go out to the mall, go shop, get the attention for the ego boost, and then go back with the new shit that you bought. Yeah, you can Amazon. The Amazon ain't the same as going to try shit on. We know a part of women getting shit is trying shit on. I don't really try shit on. I just go, nigga, when I see men's up, it's my size, cool. Yep.
That's true. There's times where I do need to try some stuff on, like suits or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's different.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah. That's a whole nother culture. So, but I'm just saying. And you know what's crazy, man? When we say, all right, so has this ever happened to you? Like when I go up to like a female, especially if I go to a female or if I'm talking to a female, I'm saying like, oh yeah, I do I do music and like I ride a ruckus, you know, and I show my pictures like, oh, I take photos and stuff too. I could edit videos. I can, you know, I'm a full blown video production, audio production, like
straight up walking Foley. Yep.
Yeah, walking, talking guy, whatever. I do all this stuff. And then they say, oh, I don't do anything. But then it feels like they're getting attacked though. Like,
yes.
Yeah, that ever happened to you? Like,
yes.
like they play it off like you're attacking them.
Yes.
Like, I'm not, my ex-girlfriend did that shit. I was like, I'm not attacking you. What do you want to do? Like, I know there's gotta be something that you would want to do. Like I'm not trying to be a dick or anything. Like I do a bunch of stuff. Like, don't get mad at me because I'm doing things and I don't have enough time for you or something like that. You know what I mean? But like I do a bunch of shit. Like, I don't know. Hey, I don't mean to bring up some bad memories for you or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, yeah, I was like, how come you didn't like, I don't like that it makes them feel like I'm attacking, like we're attacking them or something like that. Like, I don't like that. But I'm just saying, that has happened to you? I'm just saying, like, has that happened?
Yes. It's happened with my ex, and it also happened with new girls that I was potentially in the talking phase with. Because,
prospects.
Yeah, it happened with the prospects. Why? Because this is another thing I get too. I'm gonna give you this one. So when I start telling them everything I do or have done, right? And I don't be telling them, like, this shit is not a fucking competition. You're a girl, I'm a dude. Like, we're never gonna fucking, there's none of the boxes we're gonna, you know what I mean? But it's something about, like, where people start feeling like they feel inadequate in comparison to. And I'm like, don't compare. I'm not saying this for you to compare. I'm just telling you so you can understand me. And hopefully this is going to make you open up so we can help understand you. So we can get that dialogue back and forth. But even the girls that I've like, you know, if I just talking to in the talking phase, they look at it like, I don't really do shit. And this guy does a lot. Like, what the fuck? And then there's another one they give me. And they always sneak it in some kind of weird way. Like, I just want to live like a regular life. I don't really want to like, I don't really have like simple, that big ambition to accomplish great things in life. And then they look at me and like, or I'm not that smart, right? And I'm like, fuck. And so when I ask my homegirls, they were like, yeah, Tim, because like their intelligence intimidates them. That's why they're saying that. They don't want to tell you, hey, your intelligence is intimidating me. Your ambition is intimidating me. It's like, what? How can you be intimidated by my ambition or my intelligence? I don't expect you to have my intelligence. I expect you to just be real. And then we're going to meet you wherever you at. But yeah, Tim, but if you start saying these words and the way you say them and then the stuff you accomplish, like it just makes a girl like feel like she don't measure up. And I'm like, Measure up to what, my nigga? like,
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's the same way too. Like not in like a relationship way. Like if it's through like other people that you're talking to, like even another guy or something like that, or another female, male, whatever that they do more than you. I guess I could see that you feel a little inadequate, like you need to step your game up, kind of thing. But you shouldn't feel like that. You shouldn't feel like that, though.
Thank
you shouldn't. It's not a good. Yeah, it's not a good thing to feel like that. Because yeah, like you said, like why should you feel intimidated for that? You should just take that opportunity to find some more things about yourself so that you can,
Man,
capitalize
this girl
on that.
I was crushing on, and she had hit 7,000 followers, and I was like, damn. One end of me, I was like, damn, 7,000 followers, and I was looking at her like, ooh, I was admiring her so much because she used that determination to stick to the shit long enough to acquire 7,000 followers. And I'm following the other girl, and she's like, oh, hey, I just hit my 10,000. I'm like, oh shit, she stuck her shit. They hit the 10,000. Other girl, oh, I just hit my 20,000. Oh shit. This other girl, she got 1,000. She's like, oh, this is the first time I had 1,000 people in there and just kept the stream going and everything. And I'm just like, I'm looking at all these accomplishments, and I know the insecure side could be, you ain't did none of that shit, none of that. And it's like, no, my nigga, you can't compare yourself to their pathway, their grind, their experience. And it's like, that's what I don't like that they do with us. It's like you're explaining yourself and then they're comparing themselves like, but no, nigga, you wasn't a B-boy. No, you didn't work inventory. No, you didn't work at Best Buy. No, you didn't grow up around Mitchell. No, you didn't know Machete. No, you don't know fucking Chris. Like, come on, man. So how could you expect to compare yourself if you don't even have all the same resources to compare it to apples? And it's like, yeah, when I look at that shit, I'm like, yep, I'm glad with my 140 fucking followers. I'm glad with my 500 Instagram followers. I'm glad with my 800 Twitter followers. Why? Because this is what I grinded for. And this is what I got to with my grind. And when I'm real with myself, I can look at this and say, this is where I was really grinding. And this is where I wasn't really grinding because I'm real with myself. And it's like, but this is what, I went back and looked at that video of Shannon Sharp talking about how America was built. Because I noticed that on my Instagram story when I posted how that experience where those black kids was getting bullied in that white neighborhood was only 44 years ago. You know, I got some white people that look at my shit. You know, some white people that's I consider my friends. You know what I'm saying? But I noticed that it was that post right there that a lot of white people didn't go to the next post. My nigga, everybody who was white and uncomfortable stopped right there. All my niggas who's either non-white or white and real kept going. And I'm like, well, what's the difference here? And when I looked at that video with Shannon Sharp, it was talking about like the reason why you can't talk to white people about how America was built is because they are too uncomfortable with talking about the real of how America was built. They only want to talk about the good. They don't want to talk about the good, bad, and the ugly. And it's like, but you can't talk about how America was built without talking about the ugly. And like, if I don't operate in that victim mindset of the man is against me and all that. I don't operate under that. But at the same time, I'm very well aware of all of the systematic things put in place to be against the black man. And it's factual. It's not no fucking conspiracy. Redlining is real. It's like motherfucking. If you look at the jail sentences of black people versus any other race is real. The girl, Lori, who's the girl from Full House who just got out of prison and got to choose her prison, my nigga? And the other girl who got put under the jail for the same kind of shit of an address so your kid can go somewhere else.
Yeah, to a better school for a better education. Yeah.
So miss me with that bullshit. My thing is just like what Shannon Sharp was saying. He was like, he said, have you ever had this kind of conversation with any other white man? He said, no, Skip. No. Because every time I try to have this conversation, Skip, this is what they always want to say. This is what I always want to say. Oh, what about black on black crime? What about the crime over in Chicago? What about, and it's like, no, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this.
Why you do so well? I don't mean to stop you. I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm laughing because your shit is on point. He said, let me know you now, Skip. right now, Skip. He's like, it ain't no problem. Ain't no problem.
But yeah, and it's like, man, real shit. He said, the only difference is, he said, even though you're stubborn and you're obnoxious, Skip, he said the difference is with you is that you got an open mind to listen to other people's perspective besides your own. And other people is so hell bent on, no, this how America is and this how it is, and I don't want to listen. And that's the main thing. When people don't want to listen, that's the reason why the dialogue can't have an even exchange. It's like nobody can deny. Like until the George Floyd shit, I barely even told motherfuckers. And when I did used to tell motherfuckers, like, oh man, there was some racist shit. They're like, oh, Tim, you're just tripping. Oh, Tim, you're just tripping. They wasn't racist. Oh, Tim, you're just tripping. My whole life, when I deal with all these fucking racist situations, I'm supposed to just write it off as, oh, I'm just tripping. I know what it's like when motherfuckers, like today, earlier today, I went to go pick up this order. There's a Hispanic dude standing right here in the doorway. Everybody doing their 6 feet thing. It's probably like 7 people in line, right? He's standing in the doorway. His daughter's right here. I walk up. Oh, excuse me. Now, if you're a man, right? You're a man. You got a daughter, so you can directly relate to this. If you're a man and you're at a door and you're waiting to go inside of an establishment, your daughter's standing right here. A man comes up, black man, comes up on this side where your daughter is and says, excuse me, to walk in. What do you do as the father of this child?
Either tell my daughter to move or move her out the way myself.
Tell her to move or move her away yourself. You don't do just sit there and be quiet and just not do nothing, right?
If I didn't hear you, but I mean, of course,
No,
you're right.
No, you hear me and see me and smell me and everything. You feel me, nigga? I'm in your space. I'm finna walk past this door. And if anything, you have a daughter. Wouldn't you be that much extra precautious of anybody coming into the vicinity of your daughter?
Yeah. Yep.
So
I thought that was the way you're gonna go. I was like, man, that's racist. And I was like, wait a minute, no, it's not racist. Like, I don't know. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm like, excuse me, and like he didn't move his daughter or nothing. And I was just like, scoot to the side and walk by. And I'm like, that was kind of weird. Like, I know if it was me, I'm like, hey, baby, let's move out the way. Oh yeah, there you go, sir. That's the way I would see it in my brain if I was the dad in that situation. If I see some dude, oh, yeah, I'm either gonna tell her to move out the way. Yeah, look at that, right? Or moving myself. Yeah, and then I'll continue playing my kid. So I go in there and the other dude's looking like, oh, what the fuck you doing here? I'm like, hey, nigga, my order right here. Oh, I go get my order. I gotta walk back out. Excuse me again. And like, dude just got hard up. And then just like, and I scoop ass again. And I'm like,
move. I think I would have said that. I mean, that was me right there. Like, but it probably happened to you a lot. But me, I'm like, yo, move. Like, this is the second time.
Yo, I'm coming back through. But this is what I've realized and noticed. I'm like, because my brother like, oh yeah, man, you know what some of the Mexican dudes got they undercover hate for the black man out here. And I'm like, yeah, I've experienced that in LA. Obviously, I told you stories with my ex and shit like that. But I'm like, but another core theme is that I get a lot of hate from people who's standing in line. And when you walking up, I'm like, it'd be different if I'm getting in front of you.
Like you're cutting or something like that.
I'm not cutting you though. That's what I'm saying. But that's how you're taking it. You feel it. You're acting like, oh, this black man's coming in here and he's cutting me. And I'm like, no, my nigga, this is an online order. You could do an online order and you could cut niggas too, my nigga. It's like, I'm like, dang, these are the same category of niggas. Because back when I was on my motorcycle all the time, you would get niggas who would try to swerve in your lane when traffic is going down and you get the split lane. You get motherfuckers who will try to move over.
Try to bump you almost, yeah.
So you can't split lanes. And I'm like, I'm not in the same realm as you. You get in the way of stopping me. You can just get a motorcycle yourself. like you're hating on me because you have to wait in traffic. You're willing to put me in danger because you have to wait in traffic. And you're thinking that me getting away from traffic is stopping you to be in traffic? No. It's your choice to be in traffic in this motorcycle. If you want to skip traffic, then just get a motorcycle like I did. I seen niggas skip. Oh shit, that's just, nigga, I bought a motorcycle.
Yeah,
It's the
that's
same
stupid though.
shit.
Like they're willing to kill you. They're willing to kill you just for pride or some shit like that. Like I don't know why they don't think about that. I think about that shit all the time. I'm like, I'm not gonna block the lanes just to kill somebody. Like this potentially could kill you. Like, no.
There's this dude I follow on Instagram. His handle is Watch Me Do Stuff. And he just made that post. He said, look, people are willing to kill you all because they feel like you're cutting in front of them. I'm on a motorcycle. We're not in the same realm. We're in two different categories. But yeah, man. So it's just funny, man. Like that, those kind of instances where people hate on something that when they have the same ability to do it.
And they're not the ones that are doing it. That's crazy that you said 95% of people don't do well. Basically, they don't do things. 95% of the people, and what you're saying is that the people that do things are 5%.
That's what I'm getting at.
Dang,
that's what I'm getting at.
It got to be a bigger percentage, but I think you might be right though.
I want to give people more credit, but if we're gonna say the 5%ers are the people who actually go after it,
who actually execute it,
who actually execute.
Yeah, 5%.
It's 5%, man. Everybody else could talk a good game. They can be a little bit on, but they're not consistent. So they're not included in that 5%. I'm talking about consistent. I'm not playing. I said I'm going to do this. I do it and I say it and I do it. And like, I follow through. Like, nah. I research. The shit is like, dude, I really feel it was a 5% move when you told me, oh, we're going to do the thing with the 3. And then when you went and fucking did it. 95% of them niggas that's listening to Clubhouse that heard the same shit you heard did not fucking go to Instagram and do that shit. 95% of them.
Damn. It might be true. Yeah, they had like some, they probably had some type of excuse in their head, or they thought it was.
Dude, I don't want to put the picture up and all this, and oh, how can I put the 3? And nobody's going to answer. They come up with all these limiting beliefs, the things that stop them from even starting the game.
I thought nobody was going to really answer me, and you know, I mean, there was a good handful of people that did, and I appreciate those people that did that.
And I didn't get that. So what did you learn from that? First off, my main question when y'all did that, I wanted to ask both of y'all was, do you feel that they told you anything that you didn't know?
Well, I know about myself, so no, it didn't surprise me.
Okay.
But certain people surprised me with what they told me.
Okay.
Like, of course, it was always the main 3, right? Oh, you make beats, you're a father and you're a good husband, or something like that, right? Mm-hmm. One other person put, you like to make people laugh, and I was like, cool, like that was a good one. Somebody put, you like to eat crab legs, and I was like, wow,
damn,
because crab is like my favorite food.
Damn,
if I was gonna eat something, it's my favorite food. So I was like, oh shoot. Jarrell put basketball, and I was like, oh shoot. I was like, but that's not fair though, because you're like one of my best friends, so you can't do that. But who else put something? Yeah, there were some other people that put b-boying, but then again, that was like 10 years ago. Remember, like this is a decade ago I used to break. So what else was on there? Let me just take a little quick peek real quick.
I was like, damn, you got a spreadsheet? You fucking got them up. They 3 b-boys, 5 husbands, 7 fathers.
I was gonna do that. I was gonna make a freaking chart, a little pie chart. But here, let me see. I had, let's see. So yeah, making beats, making people laugh, and this girl said I'm honest, and I was like, yeah, I'm honest. I don't want to lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I try to teach that to like my kids. Like, why do you lie? Like, there's no benefit in lying at all.
Great.
Making beats, being a great mentor, and b-boying. So mentor, like fathering, music, dancing, and family. Yeah, crab legs, being a dad and making people laugh. Being Ed, fatherhood and friend. Oh, Shanae put Shanae put music, deep debate conversations, and concept developing. I was like, yeah, that's my baby right there.
Yeah.
You know the nitty gritty.
There you go. You know.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, yeah.
See.
If
See.
people are reading these comments, you better know. You let them know. Yeah, basketball beats and fatherhood, music producer, father and b-boy, talking to people, being a dad, doing what makes you happy. So this girl, I don't even really know her like that. And I had worked with her in like American Eagle for like, what was I there for? Like 3 months. And she told me talking to people, being a dad, and doing what makes you happy. So I took that one more than the others.
Yeah.
Just because
She
I don't
didn't
really
have
know
too
her.
much to go off of, and she still picked that off of.
Right. So I was like, wow, talking to people. And then, well, being a dad because I post that stuff on like Insta, and then doing what makes you happy. And it looks like to her that I'm being happy with what I do. He's like, I'm trying. I said, I'm trying. That's what I told her. I'm trying. Yeah, father music, making beats, being a great dad, basketball. Cyrus put like 12 of them. He didn't follow directions.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm just trying to help you with all the data points, man.
Yeah, and I got him, but he put this fool put quoting movies, cracking jokes, cooking. Oh, he put cooking. Oh, that's what's up. Beat making, b-boying, basketball, Yu-Gi-Oh, Marvelous guy. He's basically telling him our like
Relationship
connections.
dynamic.
Yeah, our relationship like based off what we've done. B-boy, husband, father. Yeah, see, it's music, dance, and being a dad. And then from what you were saying, what you said earlier, that's what I take from it. Problem solving, being able to adapt to situations, and 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 understanding. I think because with all those things, you have to have all those three.
Fucking music production, Foley, music engineering, relationship management between being a father and being a husband.
Like I said the other day, right? Love isn't only just being happy to the fullest; it's also being mad, sad.
Oh yeah, you said all the emotions.
All the emotions to the max is what being in love is. And I don't think anybody could attest to that because you go through all that shit for sure, or you have all that stuff for that person.
My brother told me that shit today. He said, "Man, like once somebody get close, they got the opportunity to hurt you." He said, "You remember with her?" He was like, "You know what it feels like because you was all up in it, and you got hurt. You know what that hurt feel like." And so it reminds you when the girl said, "Oh, you ever cry with girls?" Like, yeah, nigga, her, nigga, yes, I cried, nigga, I ain't gonna bullshit.
Yeah,
I've listened to the sad songs and everything. Yeah, you let your walls down, then what the fuck? You're vulnerable, nigga. That's what it's called. Vulnerable for a reason.
Yeah.
It's still worth it though. No bullshit. But I'm on romance side. I'm a romance ass nigga.
It's all worth it. It's all worth it. All that. Me too, bro. Honestly. I don't like all that fast shit. I don't like that. I like shit to mean shit. Yeah, I like shit to mean.
I like shit to mean shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Because look, we're artists too, bro. Like, we want shit to mean shit. Because what is anything if it doesn't mean anything? What is anything? Like, what is it?
Oh man. What is anything if it don't? That's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. If the dude said when the dude's DJing and his ex walks in or some shit. He said, "Don't mess with a DJ or a rapper or a producer because we'll put your shit in our shit." So he's DJing. He's like, "Oh shit, my ex just walked in, y'all. Oh hell no! All right, huh? I got this one just for you. Ho ho,
and everybody jumping up and down to that shit for sure."
He's like, "Oh, hold up." He's like, "I got this other one. Hold up, bitch. Who do you love?" He's like, "Not me, not me." I'm like, damn. Yeah. But it's true though, because just like you said, we're artists. Just like a part of the honest part is a part of being an artist. Like you take that throughout your life, being honest, because you're being honest in your art. So you be honest in life. And so, damn, father, music, dancing. And you already know what your one thing is out of those three.
What do you mean? Oh, what we were saying.
Like, because if you direct all your energy towards one thing and make that shit just grow to the best of its ability. Obviously, fatherhood is the most important priority out of all of those. But as far as the financial gain, you rather the music instead of the dance.
Yes. Well, you're dancing in a different way.
Yeah, you is.
Man, me and Machete, we would say we had this conversation where we're like, isn't it crazy that being b-boys or dancing helped us create music in a different way than anybody else? Because we know how to hit those, we know where to dance, how to dance to music. So now that we're creating it, we can put all those aspects into it. We know how to vibe out. We know how to dance to any music. Like, that's what's crazy. We used to break to any music that ever came on. Like, even Cyrus used to be like, hey, put some fucking country on, bro. We break to that shit too. And we did. And that shit be like, you may not match, but it's matching.
Yeah, you know? That's dope. And it's a challenge, dude.
There's a challenge to hit whatever it is. You're listening, and then your body just ultra instinct to that shit starts moving. Like, me and Machete, we had a conversation. We had like a 2-hour 3-hour conversation, something like that. And we're just talking like, man, that's crazy. And we're talking about, being dancers, or like in b-boying, we're able to do that. That's crazy to be able to feel, because some music producers, they didn't dance. You know, they don't do that. But when you dance, you know how to feel the music in a different light. And Tim, you danced.
Yeah, but oh man, this is what the girl.
But you enjoy the dance, and you know how to feel. Yeah, you move.
This is what the girl said. She was talking about how she got into singing on Twitch and all this shit, and then like she said, well, basically, she was like I didn't really think I can sing, because she got into singing late. She's like, you know how most people do that shit like all their life or whatever when they was kids and shit. She's like, she got into it late, and like, you know, she didn't really have confidence. She didn't want to sing in front of people, but she always sang, you know. So she said she started looking at fucking YouTube videos of other people singing and shit, and she was like, and then I was doing like karaoke, like by myself in my room, like just recording myself, like just karaoke and shit. And then she said, fuck it, and started streaming off her phone. Like, you just already got the equipment. Then she upgraded her shit. But she said, the thing that stood out to me was, she said, I was always doing this in my regular life, but I just never put the dots together. Never connected it. And I was like, what? And so I was sitting there thinking to myself, and I'm like, dang, should I sing? Should I do like singing shit? Singing shit like that? And I'm like, because I've been doing my, you know, I got this, the next one I'm finna put up is Ari Lennox, Backwood. Because what was I singing? Dangerous was the last video I did. Dangerous. That girl is a bad girl. Like 2010 ass song, you know.
That's funny that you bring this shit up. Oh my gosh.
What?
Nah, because remember I was telling you I was making like R&B songs on there? I sang to them and I recorded to it.
You recorded singing to it?
Yeah, well, it was not actual word. It was, what do you call it when you just
you was getting the melody and cadence down?
Yeah, but with words that didn't mean anything. There's a specific name for that, like type of song where they do that. But it's like you're singing words, but you could go back to what was it? Illmind said, he's like, yeah, you could just mouth the words in and then go back to it and then
fill them in for real.
Yeah, fill for the real words. Yeah, I was doing it too. And I showed Shanae, I was a little self-conscious, like, listen, I was like, she's like, that's you? I was like, yeah, that's me. And it gives me a chance to work on my vocal what's it called? My vocal like putting effects and stuff to it, like mixing vocals.
Yes.
I was like, oh, cool. And I made myself sound cool. I was like, oh, I need to do more processing, but sounds cool.
Because that's what I'm saying. When I was listening to Konami Hami, I'm like, dang, man, this nigga rapping and singing on this shit, man. And it's spaced out. I'm like, start rapping on some of my shit, man.
I'm gonna come out with an album, by the way.
You said that.
I want to work on an album. I do.
You said that.
I want to come out.
Make it in stone. Make it in stone right now. Make it.
I'm going to make it
vapor. Album. When should we expect it? Let's make it certain and not vapor dreams. Vapor dreams come true.
This year.
All right. What quarter this year?
3rd or 4th.
All right. 3rd or 4th means July. Between July and December, your album's coming out.
Yes.
All right, so now we got a month
project.
range.
I don't want to say album. I'll say a project.
A project. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
A project, man, where it has my vocals and my music.
Let's go. Thank you.
Ain't no problem.
They do that shit, man. When I was rapping over the Dilla shit earlier today, I'm like, Ed needs to fucking put vocals over his shit. That's what I was thinking. I was like, if I'm going to do that, he got to do it.
Gotta work. Yeah, I'm going to rap and I'm going to sing too. That's my goal.
Please, man. Please.
I do. I want to do it. I've always wanted to put out an album, man. I always wanted to do it. I know I can. It's just the things that I got to get my mind right for talking about stuff. But I feel like I'm in a good space to write shit. So
Yes, you can. Hell yeah, dude. Fucking do that shit. That's dope, brother.
What about you? You gonna start singing since you got that epiphany?
I'm gonna sing on Twitch, man. I'm gonna sing like
like live.
Yeah, fucking just like I'm gonna start off with like Twitch sings or whatever, where it's like duets and shit with other motherfuckers singing, and then I'm gonna fucking just like get instrumentals of shit and sing like that, and then eventually all my piano practice is gonna let me sing and play piano at the same time. Because I've been following all these piano people, and like I watch their progression, and they're like, oh yeah, I don't know how to improv, or oh yeah, I know how to do this, and they're like, oh, then I have to learn how to sing and play at the same time, and I'm like, well. If I'm coming out the gate, let me just come out the gate with this so it won't be a handicap like they have to relearn. Let me just get that a part of my initial, But
you're going to be Brian McKnight, bro?
I'm going to be Timothy McKnight.
Timothy McKnight.
Started back as one or whatever the fuck. 1, 2, 3, 2.
Yeah, hey man, that's gonna be cool. When I was recording,
your mind.
Yeah, man. Oh man, I used to listen to Brian McKnight all the time. Hey, when I was recording that song, I was layering, bro. I was layering vocals, and I was like, "Oh, that sounds so dope." I put a doubler on it, so it sounded
cool.
Oh, so crazy! Yeah, it sounded full. Man. So I had a doubler on there. What else did I put on there? I need a saturation tool. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Did you use any EQ on it?
Yes.
Where did you cut, if you don't mind us asking?
I cut out the lows.
Like where from where to what?
250 to 300.
Down, all the ways gone. No more pass down there. Nothing's passing under 250.
No, I took the lows out for sure. It sounds better. You don't want that muffled noise, and the beat has bass in it, so you might as well just cut it in
that space.
Oh yeah.
All right, sorry. You said you need a saturation tool?
Yeah, I need a saturation tool, or find something to saturate it a little bit more.
Now, what do you mean by saturation? Because I got like different things going off in my brain when I started thinking about it right now.
I don't want to say clear. I don't want to say that, but I want something that gives it character or brings out the characteristics of my voice better. That makes sense?
Something that brings out the characteristics of your voice better.
Yeah.
Harmonics.
Yes. You could just do that with an EQ, but I want to see what else type of like combinations of effects that certain plugins have. Kind of experiment with that.
Drip don't do nothing like that?
I haven't used Drip on it yet. I could try to though.
Then did you try RC20 on there? I never tried RC20 on vocals.
No, I haven't. Yeah, I haven't done that yet. I have it. So that's the next thread I was gonna. You know what? Maybe I did. I did use it on there. I used it on one of the layers. So I had the doubler. I had this other part where I was going over that background part, like doing a higher part or like a lower part or like a. It was like I was doing runs on it on a higher part. I think to the original one I sang to, and I used the RC20 on there just to see what it sounded like. And then I cut it even more up to maybe like 400 something like that. So it gave it that R&B 90s kind of like telephony sound, the audio or the yeah. So it sounded cool, and it cut a little. It left room for the bottom, cut it, and I kind of panned it to the right a little bit. So I was like, I was able to get some spacing in there.
Did you put a sausage fattener in there?
On the bass line, yeah. Yeah.
Do you ever fuck with an exciter?
Haven't yet. That's why I want to. When I had a one knob, I think they had a one knob exciter, right? I had that a long time ago. I used to use that. I missed that shit. Wetter, it was like brighter, exciter, some shit like that.
Yeah, one knob was clean.
One knob, it helps.
Bass, our bass. One knob was a lot of shit. Yeah, wetter. I don't remember all them shits, but I have all the slots still available on my fucking die that I can't click on.
How much is that shit? The one knob,
the whole one knob category of shit.
It's like $1,000, right?
For real? Woo, buddy.
I don't know.
Man, that's crazy.
One knob full pack. Yeah, fucking 1,000. I don't know.
I can't believe that shit.
Yeah, you don't believe that shit because you get that shit.
Like, dude, because out of that bundle, I used to use the most was fucking because when you started saying you wanted something to add character to your vocals, the CLA, I was CLAing the fuck out of my vocals, man. Yeah, Chris Lord Algae fucking vocal fucking plug-in on Waves.
The CLA is the compressor, right?
CLA, yeah, it's a CLA vocal one. There's like all kind of CLA shit though. And then it's like 6 parameters that you fucking lift and drop shit. It's compressor, reverb, fucking all kind of shit. But it gives you 6 or 7 different parameters to like characterize the vocal. And then like what I like to do, and I don't just do it on vocals, but I do it on sounds too. Like I did it on track, is the exciter. What I do is I go through and I listen to the sound, and then I EQ it, and then I filter sweep on the EQ to see where that sound that's not really prevalent, but I want it to be more prevalent, and I see where it's sitting at frequency wise, and then I just go add the Logic exciter since I don't got the fucking Wave shit right now. I go to Logic, fucking it's under Specialized, I think it is.
Oh, side note, it's $68.99. It's on sale right now. The one knob.
$70 instead
That's
of
not bad.
1,000.
No, it used to be 120, 114.
Oh, okay.
I
was like, $1,000. Damn. Y'all niggas is crazy. I ain't never had no shit like that. I'm like, nigga, I can logic this shit up. Fuck what you talking about, bitch. Wetter. I'm just gonna put some presets on these bitches.
That's good. I was looking at this sound design suite. I have all these already though.
Oh, it's fucking 7 of them? No, it's 9? 2, 4, 6, 8.
Shoot, what time is it, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be 3:00. Oh, damn, I gotta go to sleep. What's it called? So one knob is $68. I might just buy that shit in a little bit.
Brighter, driver, filter, louder, fatter, pressure, pumper, wetter.
Stronger. Okay. Yeah, bro. Oh, so me and Chris came up with the thing. Broken Vegetables. I'm working on the snares.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna get that done this week. Beat video. I'm gonna work on a beat video. Me and him were talking about it, and I told him that I want to make the beat. The freaking like I did that I posted. But I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna direct it though. I'm gonna direct it with the actual like scene, not scenes, but actual shot selections. So I got to write down the shot selections that I want for this minute video, and What's that? You said Houdini. What's that thing called? The
Da Vinci
Da Vinci.
Resolve.
Vinci Resolve, and it's for Mac too.
Yep. Da
All right,
Vinci
so
Resolve.
I'm gonna go
Gotta
grab
solve your
a
track
better.
problem.
Yeah, and HUD, because I know that the HUD filters is HUD, right? HUD.
Who got HUD filters? What you talking about?
You can use them in there, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What are those filters?
Heads up display?
What's that filters that we were talking about that like Stolen Drum uses? And Curtis King.
LUT
filters. What I talking about? HUD.
I was like, heads up display? LUT. Yeah. LUT.
I put HUD in a comment for you.
Yeah.
I bet LUT. LUT.
Yeah.
LUT for the win. That's what I put.
LUT.
So LUT. I'm gonna see if I could use that. I'm gonna use that in the filters for sure.
Yeah, that's dope. So then you got that cinematic flow too. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna do that. Yeah, because I'm gonna make it look good. So there's one thing that I didn't do, like you said, that girl said. So there's stuff that I do all the time. I just didn't connect the dots. There's things that I have an eye for that I don't utilize. I think because I'm lazy, right? I'm in and out of that 5%. So I have an eye for certain things, and I need to not ignore it, and I need to be vocal about what I know. So that's hard too, because you don't want to really step on anybody's toes and that kind of thing.
Fuck they toes. If your toes is fragile, then you feel stepped on. But if they solid as a rock, you won't feel shit because you got on steel toes.
Damn, because we ready to work. That's why.
We just heavyweight.
You ready to work? You better have them steel toes on.
Working on it.
Yeah. So I have working on it. I have I have a certain eye that I know that I have, and I got to utilize it because I haven't been. So that's what I'm gonna do with this beat tape thing. I got 2 more lo-fi beats that I need to make, and I'm gonna drop a 3-piece on Spotify. That's what I'm working on this week. I'm working on this week. You know what? I'm gonna say that I'm going to have it done this week for those. The snares and broken vegetables are gonna be done. That video is gonna be done, and 2 lo-fi beats ready by Friday. Should be done.
Right. Now, if you could only do one thing,
out of all of those,
and that you'll feel the most happy and fulfilled out of all of them, which would be the one thing?
I can't do one thing.
I know. What would be the top priority then?
The priority, man. I know. I know that you want me to say one thing. I can't though. I have to finish all these this week because I won't feel accomplished if I just do one.
You won't feel accomplished if you did one.
If I pick one, it's going to be like I did a third of what I was supposed to do. I'm sorry I didn't answer the question.
No, hold on. So you got 3 things: broken vegetable snares. You got to finish the 2 lo-fi beats to release the 3-piece,
and the video.
Oh, and the beat.
The beat video. Because I feel like if so that book, right? So you said if you could choose one thing is my projects. And I feel if I don't finish all the projects that I say right now, it's not going to fulfill that. Like I'm going to feel gratified because I finished that. I won't feel gratified if I just finish broken vegetable snares. Because I know that I have
what you're saying.
You know what I mean? And if I finish the beat tape first, that means I have 2 other things that I have to finish this week, and I still feel empty. Froze. Are you frozen?
Oh, yeah, froze as fuck. That shit froze as fuck.
Oh shoot.
Oh shit. The internet.
Oh no, you're good. You're good now. I think you came back.
Yeah, that shit froze like a motherfucker. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like,
yeah, man. So I won't feel right if I don't finish all of them. I just won't. Like I don't.
D video, broken vegetable snares, and the 2 beats. I don't know, man. It sounds like the B video is the top one.
Nah, it's easy, dude.
So if you do that,
if you're gonna say what's easiest and what's hardest,
no. Let me get the full phrase proper so I can say it according to the text. This is the phrase.
Okay.
Because it's just all about framework on how you're gonna do this shit. Where's that? I dog it. Dog it. Hey, when you try to look for shit, and then when you got the shit. Okay, here we go. What's the one thing you can do this week such that by doing it, everything else would be easier or unnecessary?
If I had to choose one to do first, it would be the 2 lo-fi beats.
That'd make, if you did that, everything else that you need to do this week would be easier or unnecessary.
It would make it easier. It would make it easier for me to do the video because I could do the video on one of the lo-fi beats. So it takes two birds with one stone.
So there you go. That means one extra thing is now unnecessary because you come on. All right.
Yeah.
I fucks with that.
Yeah. But I will do the snares first because what if I want to use the snares in the lo-fi track
for the
and that's the video?
Thank you. And that's all I'm trying to get to. That's the shit I'm talking about, to where we got our own ecosystem. Because think about it. What was our struggle before? Not releasing shit, right? And it's like, okay, so now we got chop section and cook-up sessions. So it's like, can you say that you got shit to release? Yeah, motherfucker, you got 20 cook-ups. You got 20 fucking chop sections, my nigga.
A lot of stuff to release, yeah.
You know? So it's like, okay, now you just got to put them down the conveyor belt and get them finished. But the gestation of it is already existing. So like when I look at me, I'm like, fuck, man, I don't want to release on track. And I'm like, well, what's my next shit I'm going to release? And I'm like, well, what's all the shit I got dope feedback from all the cook-up sessions I released? All those just need to get completed. And that's my shit to put out. And so now it's like, okay, well, we take shit and put it up in the cook-up sessions. And the shit from the cook-up sessions give us lessons, give us shit to talk about on this. But then the shit that we end up fixing and eventually putting up on Spotify. So it's this whole ass ecosystem to where nothing is lost. Like we recycle ourselves. We're recycling.
Yeah.
So if you create the snares, what'd you say?
No, you say create the snares that.
If you create the snares that you put in your lo-fi beats, that you record the lo-fi beat on, and this is what I was getting at, because fucking Kaylin Ellis, you follow Kaylin Ellis, right?
Think so. No, maybe.
Kaylin Ellis is he the other last week or 2 weeks ago, they was going back with the count over oh, you on Twitter. On Twitter, him and the count was going back and forth, like making beat battle videos against each other and shit like that. But Kaylin Ellis is the one who produced the House EP with Lupe Fiasco.
Okay.
And it's funny because like one of the beats, Lupe says, I stole this beat off of Twitter. And I'm like, dang, ain't that crazy? Like you just putting shit up and then one day fucking Lupe jacks your shit and then next thing you know you got an album with Lupe. But he's the same person who said beat videos are gonna be like a thing one day. I'm gonna tag you in one of his videos so you can follow him. But the thing, like him and the count, right? The thing that I like about watching them when they do their beat videos is that they have a recorded video angle of them doing each sound. Like, and I do too, but it's not from the angles that they got, you know? Like when I was making the little snippets and just showing this is where I added this and this is where I added this. It's different because, yeah, I'm playing it, but like, you know, when they did that video, they know that bass line for sure. So they're playing it. You know what I mean? The same thing how it's like, you're playing it, but it don't look right. They're playing it. And
practiced it. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Like, I'm going to do that. You have to have these staged things. Yeah. Like, let me tell you real quick. So my breakdowns of what I think about the video is, I'm going to go and use like my full like knowledge of abilities of it. So I'm gonna go close. Like, I'm gonna go extreme close up of like my chin mouth area right here. You see me moving in with a blurred background. You know what I'm saying? That kind of shot, and it's gonna go out to maybe a shot from the behind here with my head, probably half of the thing, and then the screen right here, and then another one kind of on this side of me getting the whole thing. Another close up, kind of up close and personal like that, but just like. Me moving, but in and out of focus kind of sometimes, but just really it's that's what I want to get. Kind of a close up, extreme close up. I don't know about maybe a mid shot. It depends on how the flow of the video is. So that's how I feel like I want it to be like that. High res, freaking high def, lo-fi. You know what I'm saying?
Juxtaposition.
Yeah, man. Chop section in the middle of it. You know
Let's
what I'm
go.
saying? Chop section in the middle of it because we chop section in.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
Straight up, man. I fucks with it. I'm gonna do nothing like that. I like that you're gonna do it, and you're gonna justify something I learned this past week. Was it Jay Black or TV Digital? One of them producers, Rick's Domain, one of them motherfuckers. They said when you create the high production, now you can justify charging more.
Right.
When your shit look free, then people gonna try to even hit you up and even have the audacity to ask you for some free shit because you're presenting it as such. When you present it in such a professional matter, these fools can't help but come correct because they seen that you came correct, so they don't even want to disrespect you by not coming correct. So I feel that, but
Heck yeah.
yeah, I'm just gonna try to get some angles. I'm gonna try to figure out different angles to where I can have them fucking showing me beating on the pads and showing me making the. Cause dude, that Kato fucking thing that he did, don't. It's a simple ass angle, just pop, pop, pop. You can see him doing the shit, and all he's doing, he probably did it 5 times in that damn video. Don't, and that's just the baseline. The rest of the shit's playing. But like, my motherfucking ass is gonna be don't, boom. I'm gonna do the baseline, then you're gonna see me with the kick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want you to little, just like how that dude was singing with himself. That shit, but with beats. Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Shoot, I might do a bass. Oh man, imagine looking up the bass from the bass. Oh man. Imagine looking up the bass with the background. I got some neon lights here too, so it could be like kind of hazed in the back, you know, and unfocused. I got a hamburger light. I don't know if I seen. You guys can't really see it all the time. I got a hamburger light.
Yeah.
You know, this it goes like this. Oh, you can't. It lights
We
up.
kind of see it.
It's white. Oh, you know, it looked like a hamburger. It looked like a cracker.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
hey, what made you get that thing?
It was a neon light and it's a hamburger.
That was a lot of thought process behind that. It's a neon light and it's a hamburger.
I got it because of what it is.
Where was it at? Did you get it like physically?
Target. Yeah, Target. I was walking by. You know, when you Target shop, impulse buy. Oh, you got the same thing. Yes, that's from Target too.
My shit is a peace sign, but here, neon light Target shopping.
Hell yeah, I got mine from there. There was one as a unicorn. It's in a kids play. There's like a kids like area. Like, oh shoot, there's a unicorn. And I told Shanae, I was like, you want the unicorn? I want this hamburger. It's cool. Like, come on, you get some characteristics up in the studio.
I know, I'm with you, man. That's why I got the peace sign. I'm like, well, this represents me. I'm always throwing up the dudes every time. But yeah, man.
You know what I look up at every day when I'm making beats? Well, there's a picture of this one this artist. Her name is Raina. I forgot her last name, but she makes shoes like you know, like those freaking super hype shoes that always comes out. She makes them into figures of women. So there's this girl here that she's dressed in what looks like the camo Air Max 90s. So it looks dope. Like she's all full figured and shit. So it's all like good looking and stuff. And then on the next to it is this.
Donuts. That's why I was like, I thought there was donuts up there. And I was like, nah, that's Curtis King. I was like, nah, I think Ed got donuts there too.
Curtis King copied me.
On Dilla's birthday. Yo.
Happy birthday. I know we're like a full whatever. I'm a full few hours ahead, but yeah, man, that album, Dilla Donuts, is what started me making beats. And it was just a little bit after he passed away too. I was like, he died. I told my brother, he died. He's like, yeah. I was like, oh. Because he told me, he's like, you know, JD died? I was like, who's JD? He's like, you know, the album you listened to? I was like, oh, shoot. Unless this came out after he died. Donuts came after he died, right?
I remember, I'm not going to front act like I'm a Dilla head. I'm
I,
not
I
all up
forget.
on
I
that.
forget the timeline, but that is the album that sparked it.
I just know by the time I knew about him, he was already gone, and that's what's whack. Even though I knew him, I knew his work, and then
Yeah,
after I knew who he was, and I'm like, oh shit, that's dope. And they're like, yeah, but he did. And I'm like, hold up, nah, that ain't fair. That ain't
yeah,
fair. I just learned, like, it's not
yeah.
cool. Come back.
Well, I mean, I started making beats before that, but yeah, for sure, I knew his music.
Dude, fucking my song is off the Wash soundtrack. It's called Every Time by Toy. Every time we make love, it feels so good. Every
Yeah,
time, man, we painted when my mom moved out and we were staying in LA with my brother and shit. We painted the house and we fucking had that song on repeat, and it was just banging. And then,
yeah.
like, I get older, and I'm like, hold up, because I think I played it for Creel one time. I'm like, man, this is my
Yeah.
track. He's like, man, what? This that Slum Village song, Slum Village, because I didn't really listen to East Coast growing up.
Yeah,
And that's one of my favorite songs now too. Get this money, and I'm like, my nigga.
yeah.
But
Hey,
yeah.
yeah.
So every time on the Wash soundtrack, which is like a 2000, what is that? 2003, maybe 2000, 2002,
I don't know.
2001, the Wash with Snoop and Dre or whatever. But yeah, the Slum V fucking Get This Money is like 90s, ain't it?
Yeah, 90s, 2000. Yeah, 90. Yeah, 90s. No, 90s. My bad.
So yeah, man. And then the So Far to Go with Common, that was on Common's album, and I thought Common and D'Angelo, yeah, I've gone so far,
Yeah,
got so
hell yeah.
far to go. Wah, wah, wah. I'm just like, hold up,
Good. It is good.
man, it's so good, and that's why I realized after a while I was listening to the shit, I'm like, and then back when I started streaming Street Fighter heavy, like every Wednesday, I started off with working on it because I call it Workout Wednesdays, working on it.
Yep.
But a lot of his thank you. A lot of his shit had a space intergalactic sound shit like I got. Like like you hear that shit on motherfucking Mars or Moon or some shit. There's certain sounds like that. That's like an alarm of
That's how you know it's his beat. That's his tag.
Oh, for real?
It's in every single song that he's almost like on the donuts. It's on almost every single song. That siren sound. It always has those good freaking hidden drums. Man, that take me high, dude. All that shit, bro. Freaking that shaped my freaking early adulthood life, man. Like 8, 7, 17, 18, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Dang.
That whole shit was nothing but freaking
16.
yeah. Slum Village.
Grade.
Yeah.
I was not listening to Dylan in 11th grade.
I was listening to Dylan influence. I was listening to The Roots in like freshman year of high school. Like that's how I met Chris. He was listening to some Roots. I was listening to it, and he was like, "What do you listen to?" I was like, "You want to know?" And he was like, "Try me." And and I had like a mix. And I had like some some 90s shit, bro. I had like some Tribe and some like all that shit, all that soulful rap shit.
Top it
Bro.
up, yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
All day.
So would you say, I'm gonna ask you this last shit. I know you gotta go to sleep, man. Fucking, because I was thinking about my own life, and I'm like, dang. A lot of my friends that I've connected with throughout life, it was always the common bond was music, some real shit. You feel that's the same for you?
Nope. I don't think so. Not everybody. For my friends, no. Like certain people. I mean, later on, yeah, because breaking, and that's the stuff we would break to, which was dope. I guess it pulled us closer. If that's what you mean too, because that like where other people were breaking the break beats all the time, like those freaking like the super duper fast ones. Yeah. I remember Creel was playing that on my drum set one time. I was like, damn, bro, you can play that shit. He's like, yeah, he's like, look, he's like freaking hard. I was like, yeah, that shit is hard. That's a lot of, open hat, freaking closing in shit, double tin hat. That shit's hard. Yeah. Well, other people would break to that. We were breaking the Slum Village. We were breaking like all of that old school. We were breaking to like neo soul, hip hop. Like we were breaking the slow shit. Like because it would, and like even when we had our garage sessions, like I would play these songs, but I would turn the light low. Like we would, because I had two lights in my garage. There was a bright one on the left, and there was like the old, like brownish, like the bulb light on the right. Yeah. Because you had the condensing lights, the bar ones on the left, and then had that one on the right. I turned the condensing lights off, and then I turned the freaking radio up, and then I closed the garage like halfway, so we could still breathe, and then we bumped that shit, and then that would be the hypest sessions because we felt like we was in a club or something, like, and we would go to clubs to break to different songs, like, so we're not just acclimated to one type of style in our head, So we were hitting like, dude, like we'd go in there and just like freaking groove and shit. It was dope. But yeah, I think that music, what's it called? It fused our relationships as friends a lot more, are stronger, or got us closer. Because we would go to shows and stuff after that. Like, oh shit, let's go over here. And then we break at those shows. And then we go over here and we dance over there. Like we wouldn't even break all the time. Like we'll get down like maybe once or twice, but we'd be dancing. You know what I mean? Like we'd be dancing in different areas and shit. But we'll let them know that we break too. You know? You know what I'm saying? Like we'll go, we'll bring it down to the floor, like, and get up, like, oh, that's it. And then,
little teaser,
and then they're like, oh shit,
we do this in comps, man. You better trip, back up.
Yeah, they know. Let them know a little bit because sometimes you do that to females. Like, oh my gosh, you break.
And all it is just exuberating confidence, man. I'm telling you, my life turned upside down once I put on clean shoes and confidence. It's crazy.
Confidence, yeah, it's a very important factor. But
how shoes matter too, though. The shoes matter.
Oh, I had some dope ass shoes, of course. We had to break. Our shoes had to be looking good, bro.
See, why do you think the shoes matter to females so much?
You think shoes matter to females?
Shoes matter to females when they're gauging attraction level to a guy. I've ran this experiment for the past 2 weeks, and I've been wearing. I got these fucking like some running looking ass shoes, right? They're not even name brand. They're Levi's and shit, but they look like fucking like I live in Santa Monica and I run every day, right? But then like all my shit matches, you know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm telling you. I'm getting all these weird ass experiences because I'm rolling around halfway looking like a hipster because I'm wearing my running shoes with my fucking houndstooth ass shit with my Kango. And then it's like, yeah, I mean, but I've noticed the different kind of looks and shit I'm getting now. And the only difference is the fucking shoes. I'm still wearing the same fucking jacket, still wearing the same Kango, still got the same nappy ass beard, but my shoes is clean and they look like running shoes. Still going to Whole Foods. I'm still doing the same shit I would do.
I think like how like on Forrest Gump, how you could always see how far you've gone for how long you've how like, or just, or you can see how I don't know, something like, whereas like you see how traveled a man is by the look of his shoes. But I mean, there's that, and then how clean it is. I mean, if your shoes are looking clean, that means you're, especially if your shoes are clean, that means you take care of them.
What does that mean? What is that? I don't know what that translates to as a girl in their brain.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not a girl either, but
I know, right? But we both dissecting what the shit.
Yeah, all right. So if I were to dissect it, cleaning your shoes is like being able to take care of it. Like it shows that you're able to take care of it, and you care about how you look. Anybody can go and get a shirt and pants, right? But if you clean your shoes and they're good, nice looking shoes, it probably just sets it off for them. People don't like shoes, bro. They like shoes. Like, come on.
See, the thing that's a trip is this. Like, what if you don't care how you look, man?
You care how you look.
I do and I don't. I don't like, so this is my thing. if I gotta get a girl, all because I fucking switched my shoes. Like I got some Nikes downstairs that would serve the same purpose, but these motherfuckers is back when I buy them bitches. Fucking 2012. These are 2012 shoes versus these.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Because back when I was working out and I did the left hand drills and shit and all that, those are the shoes I bought. And then Jesse Jameson was like, nah, dude, don't fucking buy running shoes to do this shit. Buy some basketball shoes, man. And he told me to buy the Kobe, so I bought the Kobe's.
Kobe what? Which ones?
Kobe System 7s. They're in my car right now.
7s, okay.
Kobe Systems 7s. And yeah, they only been on gym floor. You know, they ain't ever been on, like, you know what I mean? Besides walking from the gym, from the car to the gym, you know what I mean? But otherwise, I used to fucking.
Hell yeah. But we got to play ball one day, man, for real.
Yeah, after chiropractic treatment, I'm dead.
Oh, shoot. Maybe it'll help it.
Or maybe I'll be sore as fuck the next day, man. I don't know.
They say
I ain't gonna operate out of fear. Either way, I'm hopeful.
Yeah, it'll be good, man. You know, they said like after I got out of my car accident, they said if you run and stuff, then it'll build the muscles around your spine so that it doesn't hurt no more. That's what they told me. I don't know how obviously my injury wasn't as bad as yours, so I mean maybe it was good for my diagnosis. So
hey, there's a will, there's a way, man. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it.
Yeah. Oh shoot, what time is it?
Yeah.
21. I wanted to ask you some more stuff, but we can save it for next time.
Yeah. Nah, man, just for me.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? My bad.
Just
yeah,
for me, because I struggled with fucking releasing a damn track this past week. And I struggled on the cook-up session because I did it live and I was too focused on trying to cook something up dope that I didn't cook up nothing dope. So this week, we're just going back to fucking lay back, see whatever the fuck comes. If it's going to be some Stranger Things weird ass shit, then it's Stranger Things weird ass shit. If it's some trap shit or some trap shit, some vibe shit, some vibe shit. If it's some boom bap, it's some boom bap. If it's some R&B, it's whatever. If it's some dance shit, if it's some drum and bass, whatever may fly. And then I got like 3 tracks I could release. I know I Dare You to Do Better is almost, it's like close. That's the next closest thing. But what else do I got? I got 2 other drum and bass tracks that I could release though. One, Show Me the Future, and then there's another old one that I made, but I can like mix it down and make it like feel like, because I went back through, like I look at my Spotify a lot to see the order keeps changing because I only got 1 track on the Spotify playlist, and that's the chill hop, and the rest is just whatever. But like it keeps alternating on what my top 5 is. And I like seeing that because like each song I release, I'm like, oh shit, this is in the top 5 now. And I'm like, damn. And it's like back when Only Dark Days came out, then a lot of shit from Dark Days was in the top 5. And now we're releasing all these new things. Like Luxury Flights was number 1 yesterday, and then Chill Hop overtaking that. But it's weird to see my new vibey ass tracks be that high on the shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But yeah. Okay. I got the shit bounced. I'm gonna fucking upload this. Well, let's finish uploading. I just gotta put the titles and shit, and I gotta make a MP3 version and then fucking do that. I'm gonna go to sleep. And then my this week pattern, I'm gonna try to fucking not try. I'm going to on Tuesday. That's why I call Power Move Tuesday. I'm gonna fucking make sure this shit is on the hard drive, and I'm gonna bounce this shit and make sure it's done right now. So this week won't drag on like this last week dragged on. Because I was struggling. I felt like everything was piling on because I'm like, I don't want to release this track. Oh, I got to do a cook-up session. Oh, I got to edit the podcast. Ah, shit. I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. That's it.
Okay, cool. Dang, well.
Everything else is cherry on top.
Cherry on top. Cool. So we said we're gonna do it, and we're gonna do this by the end of the week. But I appreciate your time, man. As always, because we do this shit every week.
We do this shit every week, baby.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Hell
Consistency,
yeah,
motherfuckers. Because watch that Dorian video where he says you should give up on your dreams. Because he ain't talking to us, motherfucker. Straight up.
Yeah, I don't know. Like this, like who?
Yeah, hey, only a hit dog holler. You know, if somebody walk in a room and say, "Hey, bitches, I ain't turning around because I don't fit the description."
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
yeah,
A little
brother.
Drake line.
How do you do this again? Oh, yeah, I'm NappooBeats,
Force the bass.
and it's always a pleasure. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in at this late hour. So, welcome to the late hour. He said, this is the end of our show. The next show here, the ladies, man.
Yeah, we do appreciate y'all motherfuckers out there for real though. Straight up.
That really, yeah, seriously.
And we want to see y'all win too, motherfuckers. So if y'all want to come in and tap in, if y'all motherfuckers feel like y'all ain't got no accountability partner, this is what this shit is for. But we will hold you. We'll hold you accountable. That means we're gonna call your ass out, and it's gonna feel awkward for a little second when we're calling you out. But fuck it, it's for your growth. That's what it's about.
Oh yeah, we're looking at you. I know who you are. You're listening. Come on with them tracks.
Please.
Come out your pocket with them tracks.
Yeah, give me all your tracks. Stick them up. Stick
Run
them
your
up.
run your
Release
track.
that shit. At least the SoundCloud, my nigga. Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
I just don't like.
it.
I just don't want to see none of y'all niggas wasting this talent, man. And if we really boil it down to like only 5% of niggas is really willing to put in the work, sacrifice, and execute, then we gotta skip that. We gotta bend that pendulum because, in my opinion, if a girl gonna say that really don't know you, that you do something that you love, right? That just means she know what it looks like when most people don't do it. People are just living the life. Especially this pandemic shit, most motherfuckers ain't even going outside no more, ordering shit in all the time. Really ain't don't know what their hobbies is, and Netflix and chilling all ass day. And it's like,
Get out that musty ass room.
please, fucking air the windows out, vacuum the fucking floor, feng shui that shit.
And wash your sheet.
Wash your ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Straight
Oh,
up,
yeah.
though.
Yeah, brother.
Outro, man. So y'all, peace, love, great.
Oops.